loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Matt Lipsack, the voice of the Youngstown Phantoms, and your home for Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio.
A breed apart.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
NHL season almost here. Get our NHL betting guide, strategies, picks, previews, every team. And, of course, best bets. VSiN Pro subscription, little as $9.99. Get your copy of the guide. Instant access, every pick, every host, every guest. If you want the lines in Ohio, top-rated betting systems, 24/7 video access, $9.99. Your first month, VSiN.com/subscribe. Must have for hockey bettors, those new to the sport, and the diehards. VSiN.com/subscribe. Get it now. So give me the pecking order, Mr. Rizzo, how it goes with the fan base and how they support their teams.
Well, Cleveland's a football town, always has been, which is so amazing that they've never been to the Super Bowl. That is the thing that haunts me as a fan and a member of the media the most. Guardians and Cavs, it's a toss-up. Right now it's the Guards because they stole everybody's heart. Mm-hmm. Big with the Cavs, their only championship 16. But the Buckeyes are right there. You know, we are home of the Buckeyes, ESPN Cleveland. And we're the second largest Ohio State market in the country. Right now, you know, they've basically played their preseason in their first 3 weeks. I wouldn't be afraid of the Oregon thing. Their weapons are insane. They have two of the best backs in the country, on one team. The Smith kid, the wide receiver, is supposed to be the best ever. We'll see.
Okay, so I brought this up earlier in the week with the UNLV situation, right? The controversy. Kid's going to redshirt. There was a he said, she said, university promised me this. They said, no, we didn't. Get the hell out of here. And now he is never going to play again at UNLV. Comes down to NIL money, obviously. And I said on the air, who's stopping Michigan? I'm throwing this out there as an example. You're the perfect guy now to talk to. Let's say the kid from Ohio State, the backup quarterback, is like the nuts, right? And it might not even be this year, but it might be down the road. Until the rules and regulations tighten up a little bit, right, and they get the fine print down to a T where you can't screw around, who's stopping Michigan from saying, hey, kid, why don't you redshirt at Ohio State? Done, leave the program. Here's $10, $12, $15 million. Come and play for us. You're a starter next year.
I'm not sure, number one, if that's tampering. Number two, do you want to start that border war, Mitch? Because if Michigan were to do that, the Buckeyes probably have more money for NIL, and then they're going to go after whomever. I understand what you're saying. For me, the UNLV thing, I think it's sad that the kid's not going to play with his team. Weren't they 3-0 when all this happened?
They're fourth in the pecking order to get the group of 5 bid for the playoffs.
And now the kid's going to walk out over money. That I understand, it's money. And back in the day, there were envelopes. It's not like that anymore. But, you know, for you not to be able to play with your teammates over, was it $100,000, something like that? I know it's a lot of money to kids. I get it, but
I don't even think it was that. I think the kid might be full of it. But
I think so,
but
too.
to your point, Mitch, no one's stopping you from doing that. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't say it's dirty pool, but it's got to be borderline, no? You're probably going to see it eventually. Desperate team. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. I was disappointed in the fan base when LeBron left.
When they burned his jersey?
Yeah, all that. Right.
Oh, they came back around.
Was he supposed to retire there? He wasn't allowed.
We were crushed, Paulie. You understand? We were crushed.
Remember the video? I'm sure.
But he needed to go. Don't forget, the guys. This is a great angle I love to talk about. LeBron never went to college. How long was he in Miami? 4 years. He wanted to get out. I'm not saying he wanted to get drafted by the Cavs. Well, I was there that night. We won the lottery, and I was at the hotel in Akron. And people told me that he kind of wished he could have went, where do the kids want to go? Knicks, Lakers, Then they put this burden on him to win his hometown team a championship. It was a lot. He wanted out. They didn't put a good team around him. But as we were talking about earlier this week, I got to give it up to Dan Gilbert. He had to swallow his pride a little bit. He brought him back, and it all worked out for a championship. Now, I don't have any problem with LeBron. Now, there are some people in Northeast Ohio that will give you the he left twice card. Guys, he won you your only championship in 150 years. Yeah, give the guy a break.
Didn't actually surround him with great talent either. Then
I wanted to see the video of him guarding Bronny in a Lakers scrimmage game this week. I guess there were some words spoken. Somebody told me. Could you imagine LeBron and his kid?
There was trash talk between
there was trash talk. LeBron, Wendy told us, Brian Winters told us.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
And we welcome you high at Top Raider Stadium here in Beaver Township as Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot are proud to bring you the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. And this week, the Poland Bulldogs, 4-1, they make their short trip just up Western Reserve Road here at 4-1 to take on the 5-0 South Range Raiders. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you along with the coach, Bob Gessler. Dave Ferris back in the Gessler Propane Studio, pushing all the buttons, keeping us on the air, and, of course, over on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240 WBBW. Mark Means and Dave Clark are at Jackson Milton, as they will have the Blue Jays and the Springfield Tigers coming up here shortly. Airtime for them will be 6:40 p.m. Bulldogs coming off a big win last week as they took on the Hubbard Eagles at home. They get the shutout, 28-0. Scoring went like this. First quarter action, it would be Vito Kamara hitting Joey Barone on a 10-yard pass. That came at 6:10 of the first quarter. That would put Poland ahead by a score of 7-0. And in the second quarter, it would be David Zipolidis at 6:38 of the second quarter on a 53-yard touchdown run. That will put the Bulldogs up by a score of 14-0. With 4:49 left in the second quarter, Kamara would get his second 10-yard touchdown pass of the day as he would hit Oliver McCauley and give the Bulldogs a 21-0 lead. And, of course, if you were listening in last week, maybe the play of the year here in the area, as with no time remaining on the clock, Vito Kamara would return an interception, 104 yards to set the school record for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs would go into the half up by a score of 28-0. No scoring in the second half. That's what it would end at. Poland winning by 4 touchdowns. And, Coach, after the disappointing loss to Canfield and the way that Hubbard was playing, averaging just about 38 points a game, Poland came out and were firing on both sides of the ball. Not only They get the 28. They put up 28 points on that defense, but they get the shutout as well.
Well, I'll tell you what. Against Canfield, they looked real sluggish, Jim. They just didn't look like they were all clicking. Whatever happened, we don't know. But anyway, they picked it back up against Hubbard, and I'll tell you what. We always talk about taking them to the woodshed, and it was our honor, my honor, to see a new record set, 105-yard. It was just absolutely perfect. But before they kicked it, I was up in the booth thinking, you don't want to do that. And if you're going to kick it out of bounds. You want to kick it to it. So,
as we talked about last week, there was only one bad thing that could happen on that last play of the half. And unfortunately for the Hubbard Eagles, that's exactly what happened and resulted in a new record for the Poland Bulldogs. Coach, against Canfield, one of the concerns in the first half was no conversions on third down. However, conversions for Poland last week, 1 for 8, but they didn't really have the ball on third down a whole lot, so they did a great job on first and second down, controlled the clock. And then the second half just ran down.
Yeah, if you're getting 4 and 5, 6 yards a carry, I mean, it makes it easy then on second down. Normally, you want to get that 3 or 4 yards every time. So I mean, you get a 5, 6 yard gain every time. So when you have 3 or 4 yards to get a first down on second down, I mean, that's putting it right in your lap, and it's perfect for you as far as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I've got to be one happy coaching staff from last week. They're firing on all cylinders, and of course, we can't move on without talking about one Vinny Tafaro, who spent the entire night in the Hubbard backfield. We thought he was going home on the bus with them, and he ended up with 6 tackles and 3 assists for that game. But not only was the tackles the problem for Hubbard, but it was Vinny Tafaro being in the backfield, causing pressure, making the quarterback throw when he didn't want to, and it resulted in at least 3 interceptions.
Yeah, and he disrupted the whole offense, and that's what you want to do. If you can't get to him, disrupt the offense, throws the timing off, and you're exactly right, Jim. They couldn't run the ball. Then he's trying to drop back to throw the ball, and he's got to release it in 1 second or 2 seconds, and he's getting rattled, so he tries to throw it, and obviously it didn't work out real well for them.
Yeah, what Poland did well last week is he turned Hubbard into a one-dimensional team. And the defense standing up, doing an outstanding job. They get their second shutout of 2024. We're going to step aside for a timeout. When we come back, our own Mark Means had an opportunity to speak with Poland head coach Tom Pavlansky. We'll hear what he had to say about last week and what he expects this week. Coming up, all that and more on the Blue Duke Live Coaches Corner here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week on the iMedia One network. Pre-game show continues, joined by the head coach of the Poland Bulldogs. And, Coach, an impressive win for your squad last week. You really bounced back after a tough week prior.
Yeah, really proud of the kids. They didn't let that the disappointment of week 4, get them down. They realize that it's a new season with conference play, and they better be ready to go because from what the film showed and everything, and even Friday night, we knew that Hubbard was going to be a challenge, and so we're really proud of the kids, proud of the coach. We're excited to be 1-0 and in the league, but we know this week now we got a brand new animal. We got a big challenge.
Coach, we've talked a lot about your defense this year. That's 2 games in a row now. You haven't given up a point against Hubbard. And I know it's new players this year, but boy, are they playing well on that side of the ball.
Yeah, defensively, we played well so far the whole year. Biggest thing I think is led by our seniors, and they've got a desire to work like crazy and fly the football. They're getting a better and better understanding of the schemes that we have in. So, you do that, and you want to run to the ball and gang tackle, and you do that, you're going to give yourself some opportunities.
You mentioned looking at South Range on film, Coach. What are you seeing? What are you expecting for tonight's game?
South Range is, exceptionally well coached. They got some tremendous players that we haven't seen yet on film in terms of the previous 5 games. Luke Darkey and Aiden Dominguez and Tristan Toy. Those 3 guys are phenomenal at what they do at quarterback and running back and linebacker and offensive line on both sides of the ball, special teams too. So, they're really, really good. They know who they are. They execute extremely well. And like I said, they're really well coached. So we need to be ready to roll right off the bat and see what happens.
How much more difficult, Coach, is it to prepare for a team like this that they do a little bit of everything on offense? They're not a run-heavy team. They're not a pass-heavy team. They're pretty balanced.
Yeah, to me, I go back to who you are and making sure we know what we need to be doing and getting to those spots and getting there with great effort. Because if you don't do that, and if you're not in the right spot, they're going to take advantage of you. And if you don't play with great effort, they're going to take advantage of you. So, the biggest thing is trying is just make sure we know who we are, be able to play fast, and hopefully that'll give us a good enough chance here to make it a game in the fourth quarter.
I've asked you this as we've gone along through the year about what's a key to get a road victory, and you said a lot about it. It's being us, but is there anything in particular in a game like this where there's it's only a week 6 game, but there's a lot at stake?
Yeah, the biggest thing is you got to have a great belief on who you are and what you're capable of. That's first and foremost, and then secondly, you're going into the game. We got to make sure we do the little things right. And like in the bigger the game, there's no little things. Everything is critically important. Hey, we got to make sure we take care of the football. We got to make sure we tackle well and execute all our kicks. And we do those things, avoid negative plays. Well, then again, hopefully in the fourth quarter, then we're going to, have a chance.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Melodic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Melodic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues here at Raider Stadium in Beaver Township as we get ready for the undefeated South Range Raiders, 5-0, taking on the 4-1 Poland Bulldogs. Poland gets in here with wins over Salem, Howland, Firelands, and Hubbard. Their only loss was a hiccup in week 4 there, Coach. A 17-10 loss to Canfield. You mentioned that earlier. And come out maybe a little bit sluggish there in the first half. Started to click in the second half, but just became a little bit too late against a really tough Canfield team that night.
Yeah, Canfield was ready for them. I mean, they were up for that game, and maybe Poland come out a little bit maybe cocky. Who knows? You know, hey. But when you're playing your arch rival, I mean, you better be up for that game because things could happen as they saw. So, but they turned it around against Hubbard, and now they got to come out swinging here, or they could be a long night for them. So, but because South Range plays a lot of seniors, and we'll talk about that. So they have to be ready.
And certainly, Poland coming in averaging 25 points a game offensively, only giving up between 6 and 7 points defensively. However, South Range, they come in at 5-0. They get wins over Springfield, Salem, Barberton, Lakeview, and of course, what started out as a good game last week against Struthers, a tight game. They open up a little bit there in the second half, Coach, to get out with the 37-13 win over the Wildcats. South Range averaging just about 38.5 points a game, and like their opponent tonight, they are giving up 6.8 points per game defensively. And so now it's going to be a matter of who can execute better tonight against the opponent's defense.
Yeah, this could be a defensive battle to see who could throw the rights and the lefts and who can stop it. So this ought to be very, very, very interesting. But they got to be ready.
And we're going to have the South Range alma mater. We'll continue for just a moment here as weather, a little bit of an option, or point of discussion tonight here, as we thought it was going to be a washout if you would have watched the weather reports coming up as early as yesterday. But today, we have had no rain here so far. According to Dave back in Central Control there, he says we might be pretty good here through the first through these 4 quarters.
Well, I just want to tell you that I'm going to see if I can intern as a weatherman because, I mean, let's face it, get it right 30% of the time, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, certainly. About a 40% chance of rain here in Beaver Township tonight. Overcast skies right now, about 73 degrees. Wind blowing through here high atop the stadium. Feel a little bit lesser, but we are seeing the flags on the goalposts from time to time. They are going all over the place.
Yeah, it's swirling around. So it's coming at us, going left, going right. So this will be very interesting. It may affect the passing game, but we'll find out. I think it's just 2 good running teams.
Yeah, certainly they'll be looking tonight to Vito Kamara lead that offense here as we step aside now for the national anthem. our nation's national anthem performed by the South Range Raider Marching Band. As we get closer to kickoff here, we're going to step aside for one more timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineup for the Poland Bulldogs and the South Range Raiders. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are on, a winner will be drawn and a raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One Network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pre-game show continues here on Western Reserve Radio as we get some rain starting to come down here in the Beaver Township area. And we just talked about that. Thought we were going to make it through the night here, but nonetheless, we don't control this, obviously, but we'll work our way through it here. We take a look at the starting lineups for both these teams. South Range Raiders coming in at 5-0. And we'll take a look at them defensively up front. On that front four for the Raiders, it'll be Heath Krause, Patrick Lally, Andrew Bryan, and Michael Chadbourne. The linebackers will be Aiden Dominguez, Dylan Smesko, Luke Starkey, and the safeties will be Tristan Toy and Gavin Nagy. The corners will be Jimmy Powell and Gavin Hiscox. And when the Raiders take the field offensively, up front from left to right, it'll be Adam Albaugh, Michael Chadbourne, Andrew Bryan, Luke Starkey, Patrick Lally, and the fullback will be Troy Combs. The tight end will be Heath Krause. The wide receivers will be Gavin Nagy and Nathan Lewis. The running back will be the 6'3", 200-pound running back, Aiden Dominguez. And, of course, senior quarterback Tristan Toy will be leading this offense. And, Coach, we looked at Aiden Dominguez, and all I can compare him to is kind of an Adrian Peterson type, tall running back, lean, but a strong runner.
Yeah, absolutely a strong runner. We saw him since I think he's been a sophomore, and he's just been unbelievable. So, and it's that Dominguez name, one right after another.
Yeah, certainly. There's been more than one here in the area, and they have all performed as well. Take a look at the polling starting lineup, and we'll start offensively with them. Up front, it'll be Tom Urich, Colt Arnold, Tyler Canfield, John Tanya, and Grayson Schaefer on the offensive line. Wide receivers will be Jay Stefanson, Josh Maseko. Of course, we'll see Joey Verone. And the tight end will be Oliver McCauley. The running back will be Chase Jones and Pano Zipolidis. Of course, we will see Ricky Madeline in there as well. And they will be led on the field by the junior quarterback, number 10, Vito Camara. Defensively, for the Bulldogs, up front, we talked about him earlier, Coach Vinny Tafaro. On that defensive end, it'll be Dom Urich, Tyler Canfield, Oliver McCauley. And the linebackers will be Peyton Miller, Pano Zipolitis, Ricky Madeline, Jeffrey Kohler. The corners, Josh Maseko and Vito Kamara. And the free safety will be Yanni Hazamahalis. Hazamahalis, big game last week for him as well against Hubbard. And the kicking duties will be done by Jace Stefanson. And Coach for Poland here, one thing that I think we can agree upon that they're going to have to do that's kind of held them back the last couple weeks has been penalties. And that's been a big issue, having a great time here, running the ball downfield, doing what they want, but getting into that 1st and 15 has been tough for them.
Yeah, it's the penalties, and that shoots you in the foot when that happens. So they've got to do a better job, that's all. Don't start out in the hole, as we say.
Yeah, and it's going to be frustrating for the coaching staff because this offense is executed so well here in 2024. But nonetheless, those are drive killers there, and I know Coach Pavlansky would just I believe you call them fireside chats.
Yes, fireside chats.
Coach, a little too classy maybe for the way we want to put it, but nonetheless, as the rain comes down here, as we get ready for kickoff, just about a minute out, as both teams now on the field. Poland here in their white jerseys with the blue numerals outlined in black, blue with the blue pants, and of course the royal blue helmets with the traditional P on the side. You'll see the number 80 in there for 80 years. The Poland Bulldogs, South Range, they'll be in all their home maroon with the gold numbers and trim and the maroon helmets. Under second-year head coach Dave Rock, and we wondered how this would go after Coach Dan Yeagley retired and after that state championship. But so far, Coach Rock has just carried this on. There has not been a hiccup anywhere.
No, not at all. I'll tell you what, does a nice job, and I've always said if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and he hasn't. So I apologize about the coin toss because we don't know exactly what happened, but we're assuming South Range won the toss and elected for second half. I did not get a signal when I was watching. So
that has been to the benefit of Poland here all year long when these teams have deferred to the second half divert to the second half. Poland really has taken advantage of those situations. As Jay Stefanson gets ready to line this one up. 3 returners back for the South Range Raiders. That'll include Tristan Toy, the 5'10", 170-pound senior. Just moments here underway as we get the whistle for play. Week 6 is upon us here on Western Reserve Radio. As Stefanson going to step into this one, and we are underway. And Toy will have this at the goal line. He's going to bring it out. And they're actually going to say he was in the end zone. So touchback for Jay Stefanson, and South Range will start off 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I like the rule. I'm sorry, Jim. They don't, it gets it in the end zone, blow dead, less injuries, less problems.
1st and 10 for the undefeated Raiders. Senior quarterback Tristan Toy, another name that you've seen at South Range for it seems like forever.
Yeah.
As Toy now going to be in an empty backfield. They're going to go heavy to the right side, twin receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. No safeties now for Poland. Send a man in motion. Toy back to pass over the middle, and it's going to go in and out of the hands of the receiver at the 40-yard line. And that pass was intended for Heath Krause, the 6'2", 205-pound senior.
And Peyton Miller got his hand up in there, so I'll tell you what, it was a good throwing ball, and there was a little of a scrum with it, but he got his hand punched in there, and he knocked it out. So that was a great defensive back. Actually, he was a linebacker that ran with him, so that's a great job.
Interestingly enough, going right to the air, Coach.
Yeah, well, why not?
2nd and 10 now from the South Range 20-yard line. They'll go pistol formation this time. Dominguez is going to be to the left of Toy in the shotgun. Single receiver to each side. 3-step drop. Fires out quick to the near side. And they'll bring the ball out to the 25. And that'll be about as far as he'll get. That'll be Gavin Nagy on the reception. Another senior on the South Range team. You talked about the heavily laden senior team here for the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely. And Peyton Miller, second single tackle. So outstanding job there.
Again, a Raiders going right to the air here. Kind of surprised, but Toy now in a pistol formation. Dominguez behind him. They'll go twin receivers to the far side, tight to the formation. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Vito Camarro on the coverage to the single side. Back to pass. Quick pass out to the flat. It's going to be dropped at the 25-yard line. And that's going to bring up a fourth down, and the South Range Raiders will have to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, I'm very surprised on that they threw. They must have saw something, or they were afraid to run it with Poland on the first series, so they figured they'd test the waters, but that did no good for them. Great job by the defense.
Jason Vorshak out the punt for South Range. Sophomore waiting for the snap. Good snap. He'll get this one away. No problem. Vito Camarro back to return. He'll pick this up at the 36-yard line. He'll try to get to the near side, make it out to the 40, and that's as far as he'll get. And Poland will have the ball for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. See the Poland offense averaging just about 25 points a game. And we've seen a little bit switching at quarterback. We'll see how much we see of David Zippolitas tonight, the freshman, who we've kind of dubbed the mini Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, so we will see exactly what's going on here. We'll see who comes out and what we got.
So, Zippolitas in the backfield. He'll wait for the direct snap. 3 receivers to the far side. Zippolitas going to put the ball, going to tuck it under and try to drive his legs out to the 43-yard line. Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7. So going right to a Wildcat look there, Coach. Pano Zippolitas taking the snap is now Chase Jones will check in at running back for the Bulldogs. Vito Camarro will go back to quarterback.
There we go. Got a little bit of change there. I get to test the waters, see what they got.
And Barone and Jones will be the receivers to the far side. Josh Maseko, the Jay is his dad, will be the receiver to the single side. Camarro now looking to get upfield, going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He'll lose 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. South Range not buying anything as they try to run to the outside to this Poland sideline.
Yeah, Heath Cross was right there. He was up and slowed him down, and the rest of the team was right there. So he was there. He read it, and he never got blocked, so he was making the play. So great job by the defense.
Just about 10 minutes left here, first quarter. If you're just joining us, Poland with the ball for the first time tonight after the South Range punt. Camarro now in the shotgun, running back to his left, double wing to the left. Camarro 3-step drop under, going to fire under pressure, looking for Josh Maseko. He's going to catch it at the South Range 27-yard line. He'll be knocked out of bounds. That'll be a first down for the Bulldogs in Raider territory.
Yeah, he floated on him a little bit, but I tell you what, that did a great job with it floating. I think the wind took it and it put it to his outside shoulder where the defense couldn't get it. So first down.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs is here as the rain continues to come down. Both teams choosing to go through the air. Poland now with a 1st and 10 at the South Range 27-yard line. 9:40 left here, first quarter. Now the receiver out to the far side. Maseko to the near side. I formation. Camarro under center. They'll hand it off to Jones. Jones going to drive his legs forward down near the Raider 20-yard line. Pick up of 7. And it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great job by the offensive line. I mean, they engaged, they doubled, and they just pushed, and that was a great job. I mean, wow. That was 7 yards on the first play, and they just drove that line of South Range out of there.
7 yards here under a light rain. We hope that the wind doesn't change directions, Coach.
Yeah.
As we are high atop the stadium here under a canopy, but some great facilities nonetheless. You've got to come out and take a look at the stadium if you haven't already. Offset I formation here. Zippolitas to the right. They'll hand it off to Jones. Jones trying to get to the outside. He'll drop his shoulder and get to the 19-yard line, pick up a 1. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 now, Coach. The all-important 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they got to get this one. It's you got about maybe 2 yards on this. So, again, two down territory unless they're going to go try to kick it.
Yeah, Jay Stefanson, for him, it would be a 36-yard field goal here under a light rain. Turf surface here, so I don't know, Coach. I might give Stefanson a shot at that if need be, but first it'll be 3rd and 1 as Maseko now be the receiver to the far side. Camarro in the shotgun. Jones to his left. That'll be Angelilli. Oh, Camarro now in motion. Zippolitas now going to keep the ball, take it upfield, past the 15, and down near the 10-yard line. He's going to drive his legs. He'll get that extra push, and they'll take it down to the Raider 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. That was Pano Zippolitas at the quarterback position. They put the quarterback at the wing.
They are really mixing it up here. That is just, we're seeing stuff that we've never seen, but it's obviously confusing South Range. And I don't know who came in there first on defense, but Zippolitis just absolutely threw him away.
So Zippolitis at the quarterback position again. Kamara on the wing on the right. He'll go in motion. Zippolitis going to hold on to it, but, he's going to give it to Kamara. Kamara into the end zone. 8-yard touchdown run for the Poland Bulldogs. 7:33 of the first quarter. Poland strikes first.
Well, I tell you what, that was a magnificent play. He held that, and he got hit. I think he was still holding it when he handed it off, and they had no idea who had the ball on that. He basically went into the one side of the end zone, was untouched. Great job by Poland. Great run. Great drive.
Josh Maseko in to hold for the extra point. Jay Stefanson in for the attempt. Poland looking to take a 7-0 lead here. Stefanson set. Maseko with the signal. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it's good. And, of course, all kickoffs, field goals, and extra points are brought to you by Repair That Glass. Thank you, Dave. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. We're going to step aside for a quick 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and AM 600 The Patriot. We're back right after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
7:33 left here, first quarter. Poland takes a 7-0 lead on an 8-yard touchdown run by Vito Kamara, and a read option executed by the running back, Pano Zippolitis.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he held it, and then, again, he gets blasted. They thought they had him in the backfield, and it was off and running, so outstanding job by Kamara.
Jay Stefanson on to kick off for the Poland Bulldogs. Good start here for this Poland team. And one thing you can't really afford to do, Coach, is fall behind with this South Range Raider team.
Well, I'll tell you what, very impressive with that first drive. Outstanding job.
Of course, thank you for joining in for the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. Cobras in pursuit of a league championship in 2025. You're looking to continue your playing or coaching career? Call Jesse Caldwell, 330-416-3442. Or go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football as we await. We repair that glass kickoff here. Jay Stefanson for the second time tonight. We'll try to get this one into the end zone. Tristan Toy back to return at the goal line. And it's going to go straight down the middle of the field into the end zone. No return again for the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I talked about that as a coach. That's a great weapon. If you could keep them pinned down there, that's amazing.
I just want to thank Austin Maludik and Maludik Live for their sponsorship of the Coach's Corner. Your home for high school sports. Follow them on social media, Maludik_live. 1st and 10 now. Tristan Toy will bring in the play from the sideline. Dave Rock in his second year as the head coach of the South Range Raiders. He replaces Dan Yeagley. So with pistol formation, Dominguez behind Toy. Dominguez now going to go to the left hip of Tristan Toy. Wing to the right, twin receivers to the near side. Quick pass out to the far side. It'll be complete at the 19. And he'll work his way out to the 25-yard line. And that's going to be Gavin Nagy on the reception, the 5'10", 170-pound senior.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you what, I counted 8 on the front line of Poland, so they're forcing them to throw the ball. I guess when they give them that look, they're trying to quick passes because 8 man up front, that's a lot of blocking.
That kind of makes you one-dimensional. They'll go tight formation, no wide outs. Everybody will be tight to the right side, heavy on the right side, actually. Toy in the shotgun. Dominguez to his left. Toy will pull it himself. He'll keep it. And he's going to lose. Well, actually going to drive his legs forward past the 25 down to the 27. Looked like he was going to lose a yard. And he'll make his way out to the 27-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now for the Raiders.
Yeah, they had him pinned in the backfield. Great job by that man. I mean, he kept his legs going. They didn't get him. And, we know what an athlete he is just by listening to him and some of the scores with them. But they were able to get him, but he still was able to force himself to get a couple yards on there. So we got 3rd and probably about 3.5.
Run inside to the side man by Tafaro. Mentioned his name probably 100 times last week. He's sent a man in motion and back to the left wing. Toy in the shotgun. Dominguez to his right. Toy going to keep the ball himself. Ooh, going to be cut down at the 29-yard line. Maybe short. Going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Raiders. Decision time now for Coach Rock.
Yeah, I don't believe he's going. I believe he's going to punt this one. But be aware. You never know.
Yeah, 4th and 1 now for the Raiders at the 29-yard line. Poland defense with their second 3 and out. Vito Kamara going to set up right around his own 36-yard line to return this for the Bulldogs. Good snap back to the punter. They'll get this one off, and it's going to be a good end-over-end punt. It'll hit at the 41 and roll back towards Kamara. He'll let this one go, and it'll roll down to the 29-yard line, and that's where Poland will take over 1st and 10 with 5:30 left here in this first quarter. Poland with a 7-0 lead.
Well, defensively, they look very strong. They came to play some football. Now, they've got to be consistent on this. Now, you can't do anything silly. You can't give anything up. You want to keep South Range on their heels. So what they're doing is working. So they got to keep it up.
Take a look across the field over the Poland side here. Seen all the student section in neon green. The theme is construction night in the student section.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Well, you can't miss them. They're all in neon green. So
exactly.
Also, while we have an opportunity, I want to congratulate the Canton Akron Jets. They get a 9-0 win over the Medina Free Post team today in Geauga. 9 goals in the shutout. And local hockey players there, one Will Craven at the forward position and one Connor Mold in net.
There we go.
And I saved the best for last. Connor Seepy, South Range student.
There we go. There we go.
So congratulations to them. They get the 9-0 win. They'll move on tomorrow off at Serpentini in Cleveland or Lakewood, depending on if you're from the area. I have no idea which is which.
Yeah.
So got a little delay here. Don't know. It'll probably be a TV timeout, I would assume, Coach, as this is the game of the week here as well. So we take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. One score here so far. Matt Lipsack over at Tri-County Digital Broadcasting sends us a score. The Mineral Ridge Rams 8, Lowville nothing. 5:44 left in the first quarter there.
That's an interesting score. Of course, they've both been playing well.
So 1st and 10 now at the 29 for Poland. 3 receivers to the near side this time. And I believe that's going to be David Zippolitis at quarterback. He'll pull the ball himself off the left side, looking for room. He got past the 30. He has room at the 40, and there's nobody going to catch as he gets to the 20, 15, 10, 5, 71-yard touchdown. David Zippolitis, the freshman, in for one play, and he makes it pay off.
I tell you what, this kid is amazing as a freshman. And once he got around the corner, they had a little bit of an angle on him. They were not catching him. He grabbed a gear, and he was off and running. I'll tell you what, Poland came to play offensively and defensively tonight. You know what? I believe that they're just tired of coming up here and hearing about South Range. And wow, let me tell you what, they are taking it to them. The yardage has got to be so one-sided right now.
All over 100 yards on offense here.
Oh, yeah.
With 5:17 left in the first quarter. Jason Stefanson on for the extra point. Of course, brought to you by Repair That Glass. Josh Maseko to hold. Maseko with the signal for the ball. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. 5:17 left here, first quarter. Poland jumps out to a 14-0 lead over South Range. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-770-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
5:17 left here in this first quarter. Poland with a surprising 14-0 lead. Our Discount Power Sports scoreboard update over on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Springfield with a 6-0 lead over Jackson Milton. Stefanson to return this one. Both his kickoffs have been touchbacks as officials are going to stop this one. Ball's going to come off the tee here. Got some wind picking up here. We see the flags on the goalpost kind of moving around.
They'll give them one more shot to set it up, and then they'll have to have somebody put a finger on it.
Rain kind of lightening up here. It's kind of a light mist, nothing serious. And weather report has been a little unsure for the last couple of days, but so far so good. Stefanson will step into this one, and he'll head this one towards the end zone. And again, another touchback for the Poland Bulldogs. South Range will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 5:17 left here, first quarter. Poland with a 14-0 lead over the undefeated South Range Raiders.
Oh, I expect South Range to get it together here. They're, a little tight, but I expect them to get some gear going here. But I'll tell you what, Poland's defense has been really held. They've been unbelievable. They've held teams quite a bit, so this will be very interesting.
One receivers to the far side now, pistol formation. Dominguez the tailback. He'll be behind Tristan Toy. One wing to the left. Dominguez now will move to the right of Tristan. Tristan, quick pass out to Dominguez in the flats. Got some room to run. He's going to be tripped up, and he'll be knocked down at the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 now for the Raiders.
So far, that's all they've been doing is hitting the quick toss to the right side. So all they're doing is two receivers out. They take a step forward, he steps back, and he throws it to them. So they want to try to get somebody on a one-on-one.
So Gavin Nagy, the outside receiver, the Twins formation to our near side, going right to left on your devices. They'll hand it off on the jet sweep. Get out to the 30-yard line. South Range will get their first down of the night. Make it out to the 38-yard line. I'll actually give them the 37. I'll actually give them the 36. And it'll be the first down for the Raiders tonight.
Yeah, Vinny Kamara was over there, and he was able to get him outside and get him out of bounds. As Mihaela was there too, Jim.
Right back to the line of scrimmage. He'll hand it off to Dominguez. Dominguez looking to get to the outside. He'll be cut down by Kamara at the 36-yard line. Pickup of one on the play. 2nd and 9 now. Poland's defense, as they have all year, fast and physical.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they went straight up to the line and thought they might be able to catch him, and they ran to the short side, and that just was not happening.
One thing I will notice on the South Range side, you can tell they've been here before, very calm on the Raiders sideline.
Absolutely.
Gotta love that there. Wing to the left now. Dominguez to the left of Toy in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the far side. Will send the wing in motion from left to right. That'll be Combs. Dominguez now with the ball past the 40, past midfield, and into Poland territory, down at the 41-yard line, and the South Range Raider offense starts rolling.
Yeah, all they did was Dominguez ran a jet to the right. There was no adjustment by the outside linebacker. He should have slid out and had more leverage on the outside, force him inside, and he didn't.
1st and 10 now at the Poland 41-yard line. Twin receivers to the near side, wing to the right. Dominguez to the left of Toy and the shotgun. Tristan Toy now on the read. He'll give it to Dominguez. Dominguez going to cut it up. Gets to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 1. 2nd and 9 now for South Range.
Yeah, they were ready for him on that side. They got to shore up that outside. I think they're doing pretty good on inside. That's why South Range is tight. They keep trying to get that outside leverage and hitting things quickly to the outside.
Right back to the line. It's Toy now with Dominguez to his right. Dominguez with the ball to the outside, trying to get to the outside. He's got Miller on him. Miller's going to get some help, and he'll get back maybe to the original line of scrimmage. And actually going to say he lost a yard, so back to 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. So Kamara, Miller, and Ricky Madeline all on the pursuit for Poland.
I'll tell you what, Miller's having an outstanding game at outside linebacker. I mean, he's done a great job. He's got at least 2 solo tackles and now a couple of assists, so he's doing an outstanding job.
And receivers to the far side now for the Raiders. That'll be Nagy and Krause. Toy, 3-step drop, looking downfield under pressure. He's going to have to run, going to fire over the middle, and it's going to be caught at the 17-yard line on a drag route by Heath Krause, the 6'2", 205-pound senior. You can't ask for much more than that.
Let me tell you what, that was an outstanding throw. He was running left. He was able to get them shoulders turned.
1st and 10 now from the 18-yard line. Handoff again to Dominguez. Excuse me, that won't be Dominguez. That'll be a new running back in there for South Range. That'll be Dylan Smesko on the carry. He'll get down to the 9-yard line, pick up with 9. So it'll be 2nd and 1 for South Range. They're in the red zone. Or excuse me, in the... Actually, they get another first down here at the 8. So Toy now. On the handoff again, going to fall in the backfield. Turf Monster going to rear his ugly head as Dylan Smesko will fall down. 5'9", 180-pound senior. And again, not raining real hard, Coach, but might be causing a little bit of slippage.
Yeah, well, it looked like he actually tripped. It didn't look like he slipped. So could have been dragging that toe, and the Turf Monster got him. But that was a loss on that one. So now you got 3rd. I'm assuming it's 2-down territory for South Range.
3rd and 4 now for South Range. Twin receivers to the near side. Dominguez back in the game to the left of Toy. Give it to Aiden Toy. He'll drive his legs down to the 8-yard line. Pick up a 5. That's enough for a South Range first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Yeah, Dominguez, he got hit, and he just dragged a bunch of guys. So first down from about the 7-yard line.
Aiden Dominguez, 6'3", 200 pounds.
He's a load.
He'll be to the right of Toy this time. Twin receivers to the far side. They'll go 2 tight ends. Toy trying to find a corner of the end zone, this time to the right. And he's going to twist and turn, and he'll stay just short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and inches for South Range.
Are we going to probably go into some type of goal line here?
They'll mark it right at the 1-yard line. May have even gotten a little bit closer than that, but they'll use the yard markers.
Well, you knew you couldn't hold them down too long. You knew that they were going to start. They started out a little slow, but they're right down the field.
That's the formation. Dominguez behind Toy. He'll move to the left hip. Twin receivers to the left. He'll hand it off and into the end zone. South Range is on the board. 1-yard run by Troy Combs, the 6', 180-pound senior.
Yep, we were waiting for that one. And there was nobody there. Nobody widened out on that jet sweep. And therefore, he basically walked in. They've got to adjust that linebacker on either side towards that jet.
So plenty of scoring here in the first quarter. South Range cutting the lead to 14-6 pending the extra point. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. With 12 seconds left here in the first quarter, South Range gets on the board, but they still trail Poland by a score of 14-7. They will keep it right back here as we will be heading to the second quarter here soon, but keep it right here over on City View Sportscast. Also, I want to remind you, Wilmington Hounds over there taking on the Farrell Steelers. Steelers struggling this year, Coach. A little bit surprising, but that over on City View Sportscast, courtesy of the Lawrence County Sports Net. Want to thank them. And we'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Western Reserve now with a 21-6 lead over Campbell. Crestview leads Brookfield 14-0. Canfield trails Dover by a score of 7-0. Farrell with a 14-0 lead over Wilmington. Just talked about that. Struthers 6, Hubbard 0. Champion of LeBray knotted up at 7. Columbiana leads Leetonia 7-0. Liberty with a 7-0 lead over Newton Falls. McDonald 14, Waterloo 0. Ursuline with a 7-0 lead over Austintown Fitch. Another great matchup there. An old Steel Valley Conference there.
Yeah,
matchup.
yeah. Back in the day.
South Range on to kick this one off. Of course, all kickoffs brought to you by Repair That Glass.
Thank you, David.
And he is on point tonight. And they'll kick this one off here. Low line drive. It'll be picked up near the 5-yard line. Actually going to go out of bounds. Touched by Dave Zippolitis. He couldn't field it. And Poland will have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line. And just didn't time that ball up. It was taking a bounce into his chest, but kind of shaped funny there, Coach. It took a left turn.
Yeah, it actually hit flat and then went to his right, and it went right out of bounds. That was just unbelievable. Wow.
So 1st and 10 for Poland at their own 3-yard line. 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bulldogs with a 14-7 lead over South Range. South Range 3 and out on their first 2 possessions. Poland scoring touchdown on their first 2. South Range gets it together. They go 80 yards.
Well, and you knew that was going to happen. I mean, you know, test the waters. They did a little things. That's all. To see what they did. The coaches made the adjustments in the box, and obviously it paid off for them.
Poland making their way back to the field. They'll be moving left to right on your devices if you're listening on Live 365 or WR600, WRQX.com. I formation. Kamara going to go under centers. Zippolitis will be the fullback. And it'll be a handoff to Chase Jones. Oh, that's it. Excuse me, is that David Zippolitis on it? Nope, Chase Jones on the carry. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here at South Range Raiders Stadium in Beaver Township. Poland will go to the second quarter with a 14-7 lead. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Go flip sides of the field here, second quarter action. Poland with the ball. 2nd and 7 at their own 7-yard line after the kickoff goes out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Touch by the young freshman David Zippolitis there, and he's still learning their coach. So
there's one of them fireside chats. There you go on the sidelines.
But nonetheless, he is also responsible for a 71-yard touchdown run that gave Poland the 14-0 lead. However, South Range cutting that in half. It is now 14-7 in favor of Poland here. Now David Zippolitis at quarterback. Chase Jones to his right. Single receiver to the near side. They'll go 3 receivers to the right, tight formation. Zippolitis now going to hand this one off to Chase Jones, trying to find room to run. He's going to be brought down in the backfield. He'll be brought down right near the 3-yard line, maybe actually the 2. It'll be a loss of 4 or 5 on the play. And Poland going to have to try to maybe just get some room to punt this one out of the end zone, Coach.
Yeah. Gavin Naylor just did a great job. All he did was he had to protect the outside, and he stayed home. And he just stayed home. They ran right to him. That was great tackle by his part. Very disciplined up front. That was a good job.
David Zipolitis bringing the play in from the sideline. They'll leave the freshman in at quarterback. Bono Zipolitis to his left now, wing to the right, receiver to each side. And we're going to have a flag on the play.
Play clock, Jim.
And you can tell David Zipolitis was running the play in kind of fast.
Play game against the Bulldogs.
Half the distance to the goal for Poland. That'll put the ball right at the 2-yard line. Well, actually, it'll mark it at the 1. So I assume your philosophy would change here, Coach, as you move in the wrong direction.
Yeah, David Zipolitis just went to the sideline, so I think all they're going to do is power it out of where they're at, just get out of the end zone so they can punt the ball, but South Range's going to have great field position.
High formation, Kamara under center, one receiver to the left side. Kamara rolling out there. He's got some room to run. He'll get upfield, and he'll drive, twist, turn, get past the 20 and down to the 22-yard line. A pickup of 21 that gives the Bulldog a first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if he doesn't make that, I didn't get a number who brought him down, but I want to tell you something. One more block, and my man just runs for 100 yards. It was just that close.
It looked like the oceans parted there for a moment, Coach.
Kidding. They did a great job up front. Boy, they sealed that inside.
So instead of trying to find some room to punt, Poland now with a first down at their own 22-yard line. 10:35 left here, second quarter. Poland with a 14-7 lead. Poland jumping out quick in the first quarter. He get 2 touchdowns, South Range. One up late in the second quarter. Bono Zipolitis clamping down on the ball. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Won't go much further than that. Actually, they're going to say they're getting him a yard. Give him credit for a yard there, so maybe even 2. Thought they blew the whistle there, but I don't think you hear Poland complain about that.
No, he was still falling down. That's all. He was just kind of teetering. So they gave him his fall yardage, as we'll say.
Well, if he was a little bit taller, it might have been closer to that 25-yard line. So 2nd and 8 for Poland. Ball now at the Bulldog 24-yard line.
Light mist coming down, coming straight down now.
Maseko to the far side. The Poland Bulldogs looking to the sideline. And I think Poland is going to take a timeout here. We'll keep it right here as we try to catch up on some of the scores from around the valley on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update over on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Springfield with a 19-0 lead over Jackson Milton. Springfield scored on a 90-yard run.
Wow.
Matt Lipsack reporting that the trying to get that updated score here. As Mineral Ridge extends their lead to try to find the right score here. 14-8 in favor of Mineral Ridge over Lowville at the end of the first quarter. Tri-County Digital Broadcasting. Matt Lipsack, also the voice of the Youngstown Phantoms, doing double duty here early in the fall. Just finished up the USHL Fall Classic down in Cranberry, Pennsylvania. The Phantoms come out with a 1-1 record down there. You win game 2 in an overtime thriller. It's Tri-City Storm. Phantoms back here on Western Reserve Radio coming up in the coming weeks here. Tune into youngstownphantoms.com for schedule information. Of course, you can hear all the home games right here on the iMedia 1 network as the rain starts to come down a little bit harder now. 3 receivers to the near side as we come out of the timeout. 2nd and 8 for Poland. Ball at the Bulldog 24-yard line. Kamara in the shotgun. One running back to his right. Double wing to the right over there. That'll be McCauley. Rain coming straight down here. Unless you're up here, then it's going a little bit to the left. Cutting right. as we'll finally get the whistle for play from our referee. So the rain now coming down, movement up front. And it looks like they're going to have Josh Maseko on a false start. So instead of 2nd and 8, now it's going to be 2nd and 13 at the Poland 19-yard line.
Didn't need that. They're talking about something.
Yeah, look, now there was motion. It was movement to the far side. I don't know if they're going to say that South Range maybe jumped offside, but it looks like the umpire is going to walk the ball back.
I don't know. It looks like he's just...
All right. So let's see what our referee has to say.
Dead ball. Procedure. You called it.
All right. So indeed, it will be 2nd and 13 now, ball at the Poland 19-yard line. And we talked about those penalties in pregame, Coach. And nothing will frustrate you more when you're having a good night here. You're able to move the ball, but the playbook, really not a whole lot of calls for 1st and 15, 1st and 13.
No. I get you.
I figured you would understand more than anybody, Coach.
Yeah, it's a little tough.
We've heard you scream about that. Come on.
A few times.
All right, so Vito Kamara in the shotgun, one running back to each side, wing to the right. Kamara rolling out to the far side, going to fire downfield. Looking for McCulley, some contact down there, no flag. I think they're going to consider that incidental, and that'll bring up 3rd down now for Poland as the rain continues to come down here.
If he would have read that, he threw in the double coverage. He could have tucked. He could have really got some yardage on the right side of his offense. I would have tucked it and go. There was nobody over there. The 2 defenders ran with the offensive player, so they had a good shot of him getting some yardage. Now it's got to be safe here.
Yeah, one thing you have some confidence when you got Oliver McCulley downfield like that.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He'll go up for the ball here. As now Barone will be the single receiver to the near side, 3 receivers to the far side. Kamara on the shotgun, 3-step drop, stepping up in the pocket under pressure. He's going to have to run, but he ran into one of his own linemen. He'll spin, get past the 20, down to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 2 on the play, but that's going to bring up 4th down. And for the first time tonight, Poland Bulldogs will have to punt this one away.
Yeah, at least they're going to get them out of the hole. They should, South Range should be okay on, I'm going to say maybe about 40, 45-yard line.
Jay Stefanson on to punt for the Bulldogs. The pace of the game is kind of slowed down here, Coach.
Yeah, because we're scoring at will right down the field.
21 points scored in the first quarter here. Nothing in the second quarter so far. Stefanson with the snap. And this one's going to be blocked. And it's going to roll back to a Poland Bulldog. Picked up by South Range at the 10, 5, and South Range gets into the end zone on a special teams play. Heath Krause on the recovery into the end zone. And it's now a 14-13 game, still in favor of the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I can't blame, and you really can't blame the punter on that one because it looked like it opened up real bad. Heading for the extra point.
So, momentum stealer there, Coach, for South Range. Stefanson trying to get that one away. South Range now with the snap. Kick is up, and it is good. 8:34 left here, second quarter. South Range ties this one up at 14. We'll step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600, The Patriot. We're back right after this.
That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
8:34 left here, second quarter. South Range gets into the end zone on a special teams play. They block the Poland punt. and tie this one up at 14. So Poland, with all the momentum to start this one off, 14-0. Now playing a little bit back on their heels as it's now all tied up, 2 touchdowns apiece.
Poland's got to come out swinging now. South Range has the momentum. Here's the kick.
This one picked up at the 8-yard line. It'll be bobbled at the 10. They'll bring it out to the 20. That's going to be Hasmahalis getting some room to run past the 30, 40, and he'll be dragged down near the 44-yard line. So what started out as what looked like a kind of a bad return ends up being a 1st and 10 for Poland at their own 44-yard line. And you kind of get the feeling that's kind of the way this game is going to go.
It's going to go back and forth here. You just don't know.
So 1st and 10 for Poland, 8:25 left here in this second quarter. Week 6 of the Ohio high school football season. South Range comes in tonight at 5-0. Poland at 4-1, their only loss to the Canfield Cardinals. We'll go twin receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Ricky Madeline now in to the right. Now the Poland quarterback, wing to the left as well. That'll be Zipoli's going to keep it himself, but brought down in the backfield. Well read by South Range, and he'll be brought down by Gavin Nagy.
Yeah, Nagy's been all over the field. I tell you what, great job by him.
So 2nd and 12 for the Bulldogs. And that momentum that they had so much of in the first quarter seized here by South Range. Seiko now be the receiver to the far side. Fonda also to the right side, as well as McCulley. Single receiver to the near side. 3-step drop by Kamara under pressure. Going to throw this one on a screen. Nobody there. The running back fell down. Picked up by South Range at the 37-yard line. He'll return it down to the 5-yard line and knocked down by Vito Kamara. And that's going to be another big play by Gavin Nagy. Nagy with 2 turnovers.
Yeah, Nagy's having an outstanding game. But I'll tell you right now, he just happened to be there. So when the receiver fell down, that was an easy pick.
Nagy read that one well, but the running back for Poland falling down in the attempt for the screen. And now South Range, 1st and goal, ball at the Poland 5-yard line. 7:36 left here in the second quarter.
They're capitalizing all on Poland's mistakes. Other than that first drive.
Just a formation again, twin receivers to the far side. Dominguez to the right of Toy in the backfield. Toy going to take it himself, try to find the corner, and he's going to get into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run. And for the first time tonight, South Range takes the lead. It's 20-14 in favor of the Raiders.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Poland's got to calm down here. They'll get it done. They just got to be patient on this. But South Range, they smelled the blood and they took it. So Poland just needs to calm down a little bit and forget about the play before and the mistakes and try to get it done.
You talk about the calmness on the sideline of South Range, and you can see why. South Range lining up for the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up. And it is good. 7:31 left here in the second quarter. South Range takes the lead by a score of 21-14. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
I'll return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
7:31 left here, second quarter. South Range now with the 21-14 lead over Poland. South Range capitalizing on a block punt and a interception by Nagy. He all of a sudden taking the game over himself.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he is all over the field. He's been making a lot of tackles on the outside. So young man is done real well at this game. You could see he was well coached, or maybe took a little extra time on film. So they're ready to go. They've made that adjustment, got down 14, and now they 3 scores unanswered.
Down by 14, no problem, Coach. We'll take care of that. 3 touchdowns here by South Range gives them the 21-14 lead. South Range roaring back here. Bit of a delay. Here's the officials trying to get things together here.
Remember TV.
We have our TV timeout. Poland coming out for the return. Some of the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update as we go along here. 3 returners back for Poland here as the rain continues to fall in Beaver Township. On to back to return. He'll step up. It's going to go off his hands into the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Poland. He'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. And Fonda might have mistimed that, was stepping up there, but when he had to reach up, went right off the tip of his fingers.
Yeah, instead of backing up, he came forward and then tried to get it with his hands, and the football was probably a bit wet. And it just went right through his hands and in the end zone. Thank God.
Well, we'll see how the officials do with this ball here, keeping it dry. Again, not a torrential downpour, but just enough to cause some inconvenience. Maybe make the surface a little bit slippery.
Yeah, I can tell you it's just enough, because that's all I see is raindrops on my on my glasses.
So 1st and 10 now. Mara under center. They'll hand it off in the backfield, and Chase Jones is going to be brought down. Ball came loose here, but the officials look like they're going to say that he was down, that his momentum was stopped, because they're actually going to mark the ball at the 17-yard line. Ball came loose right back at the 15, so they'll say his forward progress was stopped. That'll be 2nd and 13 now for Poland. Poland again losing that momentum here and kind of floundering a little bit after that 14-point explosion.
Yeah, they got to settle down.
3 receivers to the near side now. Kamara off the right side, and he'll be brought down for another loss of a yard. 3rd and 14 now for Poland, and South Range pinning their ears back.
Yeah, they're just coming at them now. I tell you what, though, their defense has done a nice job. Nico Mancuso is the defensive coordinator. I've known Nico. Dad was a great fullback for Cheney. Danny Mancuso. See what they got.
3rd and 14 for the Poland Bulldogs. They'll mark this one at the Bulldogs 16-yard line. Thrown a single receiver to the near side. They'll go wing to the right, single receiver to the far side. And it looks like
timeout.
Poland will take a timeout here. So we'll have some trouble with our scores here, but we'll keep it right here, Coach. And again, all the momentum went to the Poland Bulldogs in the first quarter. South Range kind of keeping their cool, found their openings. 3rd drive out. They go all the way down the field, 80 yards, but then start capitalizing on a block punt and then an interception.
Well, you know what, Jim, when you're a good football team and you're well coached, you don't lose your composure. You sit back and you say, hey, this is what we can do. Let's just be patient. And they've done an outstanding job. They really have, making adjustments on the fly. So great job by the defense, and obviously great job by the offense.
So the one thing we were worried about for Poland was coming out and controlling those emotions in that first quarter. They seemed to do that. Again, took over the game, but then maybe came off that adrenaline dump a little bit.
Yeah. I believe you're right. And just things are just, but again, South Range, they made their adjustments on the fly, and they're getting to Poland's offense.
So 3rd and 14 now for Poland. They'll be at their own 16-yard line. Shotgun for the Bulldogs. Send a man in motion from right to left. That'll be McCulley. McCulley now lined up at the left wing. They'll send another man in motion. Back to pass. Zippolita stepping up in the pocket. Has some room to run. He's going to fire it downfield. He's looking for Josh Maseko. And Maseko had to turn into a defender and knock the ball away. 4th down now for Poland, and they'll have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that was a good job on his part. Got his hand in there and knocked it down. There were 2 defenders there, so it was pretty good job on his part. And Gavin Nagy was right there. Could have had another pick.
Yeah, Nagy back to return the punt now. With the way he's been playing here, might want to make sure those Gunners are right there. Stefanson now will post up right around his own 3-yard line. He'll wait for the snap. Get those last one blocked. Good snap, little low. He'll pick it up, get this one away, and it's going to be a good high punt. He'll get a fair catch at the Poland 48-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. 5:44 left here in this second quarter. Raiders with a 21-14 lead over Poland. Gavin Nagy, again, if he's campaigning for player of the game, he's doing well so far here in the first half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he is all over the field, and he looks like a utility player. He'll go anywhere, linebacker, and he's making plays in the backfield, and he's returning punts. So outstanding job by that young man. I mean, he's really stepping it up.
5:44 left here, second quarter. Toy bringing in the play from the sideline. South Range moving left to right on your devices. Ball 1st and 10 at the Poland 49-yard line. Wind picking up. You can see the ball kind of rolling out of position. Moving lateral along the field there. South Range will pick it up. They'll go into the pistol formation. Dominguez now will move to the right of Toy. They'll send a man in motion. That'll be Nagy from left to right. Back to pass is Toy looking downfield. And it's going to be complete to Nagy. He's going to drop it after Jay Stefanson delivers a shot. And Nagy will get up a little bit slow, but he'll make his way down the South Range sideline. Good attempt at the reception, but couldn't hold on to it.
I'll tell you what, he got punished on that one. It was, ball got there, and the defender was right there and clocked him. So big hit, and that's what they needed. They needed to get him to cough that ball up. But outstanding pitch and catch if he catches that.
2nd and 10 now for the Raiders at the Poland 49-yard line. 5:38 left here in this half. Raiders with a 21-14 lead. Dominguez to the right of Toy. Wing to the left. Single receiver to each side. Pitch out to Dominguez. A little bit of an odd pitch, but he'll be stopped by Ricky Madeline after maybe a yard pickup. And it'll bring up 3rd down now for South Range.
McCulley was right there, too, and was able to blast him. So he held him, and then he knocked him back. So this is a good defensive stand. They can hold him right now.
Poland with the opportunity to get good field position. If they can hold on to this. Not sure South Range on 4th down playing here in the second quarter.
I'm sure here. If it's close, they may go.
Receivers at the far side. Dominguez to the right of Toy, wing right. Single receiver to the near side. He'll send the wing in motion from right to left. 3-step drop for Toy. Looking out to his left. Fires over the middle. Going to be caught at the 35-yard line. And that's enough for a Raider 1st down.
Yeah, all the receiver did was he split the coverage. They had a man short and a man up, the safety out deep, and he just ran his pattern, sat down right between him, and he was able to hit him on that. Boy, it was a beautiful throw.
That looked like he just sat down there, found a soft spot. That's another 1st down for the South Range Raiders.
It's nice to have a receiver that recognizes that and sits down.
Twin receivers to the near side, wing to the left. Dominguez to the right of Toy. Toy with the handoff to Dominguez. Dominguez going to be stopped at the 35-yard line. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 now for South Range.
Yeah, it was a good job. Finally, they got him to stop on that side. So, but they've got to be aware of him pulling and going.
Poland doing well on 1st and 2nd down. 3rd down, kind of the Achilles heel for them here in the second half. Or first half.
I agree.
Wing left now for South Range. Twin receivers to the near side. Dominguez to the right of Toy. 2nd and 10 from the Poland 35. Toy now going to take it himself out to the far side. Room to run. He'll get out to the 30, 25, and be tripped up at the 23-yard line by Hazamahalis. And that's enough for another South Range 1st down.
Well, I want to tell you something. Pano Zippolitas got held so bad in the backfield, and that's why he couldn't get his shoulders turned, and it wasn't called. But, again, I see things up here, but that should have been called. That cap should have saw that.
3:25 here as the clock will continue to run. Toy taking himself off the right side, trying to find some room to run. A little patient there. He'll pick up a couple yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for South Range. Like Tristan Toy was kind of being patient with that, took his time, and worked right between the center and right guard.
Yeah, he was in no hurry. I mean, he was waiting for his blocks to get them to push downfield. So here we go.
Dominguez to the left of Toy again. Twin receivers to the far side. 2nd and 8. He'll give it to Dominguez. He'll cut upfield. He'll get to the 15 and work his way down inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line.
You're not going to arm tackle this young man. You got to put a pad on him. And I see too many arm tackles, and that's a big boy, so he's going to go right through them arms, and that's exactly what's happening. You have got to meet him head on, hit, and wrap him.
6'3", 200 pounds, Coach.
There you go. That's a whole lot of people to be feeding at dinner time.
So twin receivers to the far side now, again, moving left to right on your devices. Dominguez lining up to the right on Toy's hip. Read option. They'll give it to Dominguez. Dominguez trying to cut to the corner. He'll be brought down from behind by Pano Zipolidis. Zipolidis getting in his back pocket, chasing him down. Not much of a pickup for the Raiders.
And that was great because the corner had somebody who was getting blocked, kept him to the inside. That was a great job. He made him cut back, and then Zipolidis was able to lasso him down from the back.
So again, talk about 1st and 2nd down, Coach.
And we got a minute 44 going on the clock, so I think we're going to smoke a timeout here. Yep.
So South Range will take a timeout here. 1:36 left here, 2nd quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
I'll return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
1:36 left here, first half. South Range with a 21-14 lead. Raiders with a 2nd and 11 now. 2nd and goal at their own 11. We talked about Poland being strong in that first down, 2nd down, 3rd down has been a problem for the Bulldog defense.
Yeah, but they've got to hold them here because minute 36, if you could hold them even a field goal, that's a win for the defense. You just don't want to go 2 scores down before the half.
Poland going to get the ball in the 2nd half. Toy now with Dominguez to his left. A real tight formation on the offense. I'll hand off to Aiden. Aiden going to cut his way upfield inside the 5, and he'll fight his way into the end zone on an 11-yard run. Aiden Dominguez gives South Range a 27-14 lead over Poland.
Yeah, it was a great run. Somebody was there, hit him around the 3-yard line, but you're not going to arm tackle this gentleman. You have got to hit him square.
Talked about the size of Aiden Dominguez. 6'3", 200 pounds. And when I say those, I think of Adrian Peterson because he was thought to be maybe too tall for a running back. And South Range comes on in the field for the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. So 1:29 left here in this first half. As we take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update over on Western Reserve Radio 2 with Sports Radio 1240. Springfield with a 25-0 lead. Jackson, Milton, Coach Guerrero and crew over there still doing a great job here. Of course, we spent a lot of time over there at the Springfield Tiger Stadium.
Yes, we did.
Dave Clark over there on the call for that one. Wilmington and Farrell over on City View Sportscast. That one exclusively on the Live 365 app. Of course, a voice that we recognize over there, Tim Continenza with the Lawrence County Sports Net. Trying to get you some more scores from around the area. Got a little trouble here. Maybe have some weather-related issues. Who knows? 129 left here. It'll be back to return for Poland.
Need to get a good return here.
This one will be picked up at the 13-yard line by Chase Jones. Jones moving his way forward past the 25 down to the 26-yard line. 125 left here in the half. Poland will have the ball. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It looks like the Bulldogs still have 2 timeouts left here, so some time to work for the Bulldogs. And the rain here, again, kind of light, but still you can tell that it's affecting the ball a little bit here. Officials really trying to keep it dry, though.
Yeah, as best they can. Wind is not a huge factor. Whoop. A little glitch. Somebody leaned on the light switch, Jim. Get him out of here.
All of our stadium lights went out for just a split second, but these ones need no time to warm up. Let's go twin receivers to each side. Kamara in the shotgun. He'll take it himself upfield. He'll elude one tackle, but only pick up a couple yards on the play. 2nd and 8 now for Poland as the clock continues to run with 1:15.
Yeah, maybe coaches want to just play it safe just in case down here you don't want to have anything happen. So
Poland with already 2 turnovers that have resulted in South Range touchdowns.
Yeah, you can't afford to go 3 scores down at the half. It wouldn't work real well. So yeah, they're just keeping the clock running. They'll make their adjustments half and try to come out. They'll get the ball in the.
Kamara under center, high formation. Back to, he'll hand this one off. Poland going to take this one out toward the 43-yard line. That's going to be Chase Jones on the carry for Poland. First down for the Bulldogs with just about 38 seconds left here in the half.
Yeah, that was that counter that they tried to hit earlier. They got snuffed out, so.
Did you say snuffed out?
Snuffed out.
Okay. Well, we're just making words up on the air, not Coach, but I like it. I like it. 38 seconds left here. Poland will take a timeout. So according to our scoreboard here, no timeouts left for the Bulldogs. They trail South Range by a score of 28-14. They will get the ball in the second half. So even if you get downfield, give Stefanson an opportunity maybe for a field goal.
Yeah, and that's probably what they're looking at. I don't think they'll go. Of course, you don't know. They might, go for broke, but I think they'll 38 seconds. They'll work the outside and try to chip their way to get a little bit closer for Stefanson.
Tale of 2 quarters here as Poland came out with a quick 14-0 lead. South Range made a few tweaks there, Coach, and now they're ahead by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, did a great job.
So the ball now marked at the Poland 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. 38 seconds left here in the half. Kamara in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side. 1 single receiver to the far side. Kamara, 3-step drop. Stepping up in the pocket. Some room to run, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 now, but the problem now is the clock. So they'll go right back to the line, and I believe Kamara's going to spike this one, stop the clock with 22 seconds left. Poland out of timeouts. Clock will stop just long enough here. But I figure that for Stefanson, you might want to get right around the 18-yard line. That would give him a 35-yard field goal. So they'll have to get from the Poland 45 to the South Range 18.
Now, if they're safe and they get it out, throw something out of bounds on something quick, which that's what they should do, they won't lose much time. Throw to the short side of the field. Don't go long. Don't go the other side. So you get
receivers to the far side. Now single receiver. Kamara rolling out to the far side. Has room to run. Actually looking to fire it downfield. And it's going to be knocked away by South Range. Some contact down there, but they're not going to call anything. Now to bring up 3rd and 7 with 14 seconds left.
Again, I know he's trying to get it downfield, but he had the corner. Receiver downfield, 3 guys on him. Turn the corner. Get what you can get out of bounds.
Yeah, could have stopped the clock on that nonetheless, but 14 seconds left here. Actually, Poland going to punt this one away on 4th and 7. Stefanson going to mark up right around his own 32-yard line. No returner back for South Range. Snap a little high. Stefanson will bring it down, though. He'll get rid of it. And this one will hit. Out of bounds near the 30-yard line with 8 seconds left here in the half. So see if South Range decides if they want to do anything with this.
I got to say around the 40, 35.
Give him the chop there, right around.
He told him.
All right. So our referee's best guess is the 35-yard line. 65 yards to go with 8 seconds left for the South Range Raiders if they decide to. 2 timeouts left here, but Poland will get the ball in the second half. South Range, 2-touchdown lead after trailing by 2 touchdowns quickly in this game. Toy in the shotgun. We'll give it to Dominguez. Dominguez to pick up a yard or 2 on the play. Take a Bulldog with them, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first half here at Raider Stadium in Beaver Township. The South Range Raiders, they're going to go into the locker room with a 28-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. We're going to step aside for our first timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a scoring recap, and we'll take a look at some scores from around the valley. We'll also have the PAC report this week for Grove City as they remain undefeated in their 2024 campaign as well. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
I'm here at Raider Stadium. South Range Raiders with a 28-14 lead going into the locker room, scoring like this. 7:33 of the first quarter. We go Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run, and we get pulled on the board. They take a 7-0 lead. Less than 2 minutes later, it'll be David Zippolitis getting into the end zone on a 71-yard touchdown run. Ball about to a 14-0 lead. However, with 12 seconds, it would be Troy Combs for South Range getting in the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown run. That would come with 12 seconds left of the first frame, and they would cut the Poland lead to 14-7. Second quarter action. 7:31. Tristan Toy would get into the end zone on a 5-yard touchdown run, and then after a turnover on a blocked punt, South Range, and an interception. It'll be Aiden Dominguez on an 11-yard touchdown run coming at 1:29 of the second quarter. That would give the Raiders a 20-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. And we talked about momentum, Coach. Poland coming out all fired up there. They go out to a 2-touchdown lead. South Range, they don't sweat it, don't panic, and they score 28 unanswered points.
Yeah, they just absolutely made adjustments on the fly, and they did a great job. Their defenses, they really stepped it up. So Nico Mancuso calling the defense, he's done a great job so far, and he was on the fly. So he was on that Fitz staff for the longest time. And again, very smart, very knowledgeable coach, very young.
Some of the numbers here from the first half. Poland with 10 first downs. South Range with 13 rushing yards. It would be the Bulldogs, 19 carries, 168 yards. Of course, 71 of those coming on the run by David Zipolidis. And South Range, 21 carries for 96 yards. Poland averaging about 8.8 yards per carry, but that really trailed off in the second quarter. South Range at a consistent 4.6 per carry. Poland 1 for 5 there, the only completion to Josh Maseko. South Range goes 5 for 8. Total plays for Poland, 24 plays, 168 yards. South Range, 29 plays, 150 yards. Of course, 2 of their touchdowns coming on short fields after the block punt. And then, of course, the interception on the screen where the running back slipped.
Yeah.
So average yards per play, Poland with a 7-yard average, but again, I think that trailed off really a lot there in the second quarter. South Range 5.2. Poland with 2 turnovers. I don't think they'll consider the block punt a turnover, but if you want to do it that way, 1 turnover for Poland, but the block punt and the interception resulted in a touchdown for the Raiders. Third down conversions here, Coach. 3 for 7 for Poland, not too bad. For South Range, 3 for 5. So Poland looking for that consistency they had in that first quarter. They had none of that in the second.
Yeah, no, again, I say the adjustments were made by South Range, and that was outstanding. Poland's just now got to go in at half, make adjustments, but they've got to do a better job on the fly because obviously the South Range staff is doing a great job, again, on the fly, making adjustments, and Poland has not. So they've got to get better with that.
Talking about names that stood out there in the first half, Gavin Nagy with 2 receptions for 10 yards, but the bigger plays for him were the blocked punt and the interception that set up the 2 South Range touchdowns. So he is having a night as well. Aiden Dominguez, of course, 14 carries for 57 yards. We assumed that he was going to have the good night. It was just going to be Poland having to kind of contain him just enough to stay in this game. Yeah,
I think they've done a nice job with that. But between the both of them, I mean, it's all about the defense. The defense has scored these points for them or put them in the opportunity to score on short yards. So that's, again, all on the defense.
David Zipolidis, 2 carries for 69 yards for Poland. Vito Kamara, 7 carries for 34 yards. Chase Jones, 6 carries for 18 yards. Bono Zipolidis, 2 carries for 13. And Angelo Angelilli, 1 carry for 2 yards. A lot of work to be done here for the Poland Bulldogs coming up in the second half. We're going to step aside for another timeout. When we come back, we'll give you some scores from around the area on the Discount Power Sports Scoreboard Update. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We'll be back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with TrackMan, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Celebrating for the 2014 Bulldogs. Look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard from around the valley. The last reporter, it would be fine to lead over Salem at the half. First, Skip lead over Austin Town Cook. That also at the half. Beaver Local 0, Union Local 13. Crestview in the second quarter, the Rebels with a 42-0 lead over Brookfield.
Wow.
The Warriors struggling this year in Trumbull County.
Big time.
At the half, the Dover Tornadoes with a 17-7 lead over the Canfield Cardinals. LeBray leads champion 22-7. Columbiana 21, Leetonia 6. East Liverpool 21, Cambridge nothing. Lakeview 6, Girard nothing. That reported in the second quarter. Hickory leads Niles 21-0. Cathedral Latin 42, Howland 7. United Local 35, Lisbon 0. Lowville with the lead over Mineral Ridge, and I think we had that score inverted earlier, Coach. I apologize for that. I think I misread that message coming across. Okay. But Lowville leads Mineral Ridge in the second quarter. Wyndham, no problem. Matthews here in the second quarter. Bombers lead Matthews 30-6. And West Branch. And Lucas Black over there, the starting safety, also one of the centers for the Canton Akron Jets hockey team. So he likes contact sports.
There we go, Z.
The West Branch Warriors with a 57-0 lead over Minerva in the second quarter.
Minerva, wow.
So here's an interesting one here. Joey Simon and the Liberty Leopards with a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls at the half.
Good for them.
Southern 22, East Palestine 7, Jackson Milton 25. Springfield 25, Jackson Milton 3. Struthers with a 12-0 lead over Hubbard. Valley Christian 13, Wellsville 7. Harding with a 7-0 lead over Solon. Former JFK and Mogador, they're locked up at 8 at game at the half. McDonald Blue Devils, they have a 14-0 lead over Waterloo. Western Reserve 28, Campbell 6. And Farrell Wilmington, no score reported. At this time, that game, of course, available over on City View Sportscast. Games coming up tomorrow in the one of interest in the Valley. It would be Boardman taking on Cardinal Mooney. East will take on Doane Community. Kennedy Catholic over on the Western PA side will take on Iroquois and Sharon and as well. Want to welcome everybody joining us over here for Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2, where the South Range Raiders have a 28-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. And if you're just joining us and catching up here, the Poland Bulldogs, they jump out to a quick 14-0 lead over the South Range Raiders. However, the Raiders come back and score 28 unanswered points. They get a block punt and a turnover as well, and converted those on short fields for South Range here. Poland will start the second half with the ball. Coach, some adjustments to make there. Maybe mentally got to get back in this game a little bit. You started out really fast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be in there having nice talks. I'd be in there ripping. say, hey, guys, we're better than this. We got to come out like we did in the first quarter and get it done, and we're just not getting it done. And they as a staff have got to make the adjustments and slow these guys down.
Certainly a big NEA game here. Poland 4-1 coming into tonight. South Range coming in undefeated at 5-0. We are going to step aside for another timeout here at halftime. And when we come back, we will have the PAC report here as we continue halftime at South Range Raider Stadium in Beaver Township. Just about 7 minutes left in the half. And you hear third quarter action coming up here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQ. Is also joining us on Sports Radio 1240. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on the iMedia One Network. We're back right after this.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for September 28th, 2024. I'm Joe Underko. This week we will take a quick look back at football action in the President's Athletic Conference last Saturday, while also previewing Week 4 contests this weekend. 5 PAC teams remain unbeaten through 3 weeks, with the 2 3-0 programs set for a huge Week 4 clash. Carnegie Mellon and W&J each improved to 3-0 with impressive wins, with CMU posting a 66-0 blanking of Bethany, while the Presidents overcame a 2.5-hour lightning delay to defeat rival Waynesburg 55-16. Defending champion Grove City and Westminster each improved to 2-0 with road victories, with the Wolverines rolling past St. Vincent 56-7, and the Titans downing Allegheny 42-7. Finally, Geneva earned its first win of 2024 with a 21-6 home decision over Teal. Case Western Reserve had the Week 3 bye. PAC Player of the Week recognition in Week 3 went to Grove City senior wideout Scott Frazier on offense with 242 receiving yards and 2 TDs at St. Vincent. W&J senior defensive tackle Dawson Dietz on defense with 8 tackles, including 4.5 for loss and 1.5 sacks at Waynesburg. And junior kicker Justin Caputo of Carnegie Mellon on special teams, going a perfect 6 for 6 on extra points with a 33-yard field goal. Top newcomer was Geneva freshman linebacker Wyman Shaheen with 5 tackles, a sack, and a fumble recovery versus Teal. Week 4 again features 5 league contests, including multiple homecoming games, while Bethany has the bye. The matchup of PAC and national powers between 3-0 Carnegie Mellon and 3-0 Washington and Jefferson kicks off at 2 p.m. at Cameron Stadium in Washington. CMU is ranked 15th, and W&J is receiving votes in the latest D3Football.com National Top 25 poll. The teams are meeting for the 73rd time, with the Tartans holding a 36-31-5 all-time advantage, including a 35-14 final in Pittsburgh a year ago. President head coach Mike Sirianni previews the heavyweight matchup with CMU.
You know, they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of fifth-year players back, and, you know, match their intensity, I think, is the big thing, and eliminate our turnovers. And hopefully by that, if we can do that, you know, they're also talented. We could be in the game in the fourth quarter.
After a Week 3 bye, Case Western Reserve is also receiving national top 25 votes as the 2-0 Spartans travel to Beaver Falls for a 3 p.m. homecoming matchup at 1-2 Geneva. The Spartans have won all 9 meetings with the GT since rejoining the PAC in 2014, including a 42-7 home win in Cleveland in 2023. Veteran Case head coach Greg Debelak details how he and his staff approached the Week 3 bye week.
The way we chose to go after talking with my leadership group is we just competed against each other. We're very competitive, sometimes going live, sometimes not, but, our guys like competing.
Defending PAC champion and 2-0 Grove City, coming off its highest national ranking ever at number 8 this past week, hosts 1-2 Allegheny in the Wolverines' annual night game at Thornfield in Grove City at 7 p.m. The all-time series dates back to 1899, with the Gators holding a 36-29-7 advantage, but the Wolverines have won both meetings since Allegheny rejoined the PAC in 2022, including a 31-7 final in Meadville a year ago. GCC mentor Andrew DiDonato talks about what makes the night game atmosphere at Grove City special.
The night game is the one game where almost every other sports team is able to make it. I know it's a big deal for all the athletic department to be there, cheerleaders, fans, the band, and just really having all the student athletes there, I think really makes for a special environment at Grove City in our night game.
Other Week 4 PAC contests. 0-3 Waynesburg travels to 1-2 St. Vincent for a 1 p.m. kickoff at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe. It's the 43rd all-time meeting between the teams dating back to 1929. The Jackets snapped a 4-game skid to the Bearcats with a 24-0 shutout in Waynesburg last season. Finally, 0-3 Teal hosts homecoming at Alumni Stadium in Greenville with a 3 p.m. kickoff against 2-0 Westminster. The longtime local foes face off in their 81st meeting dating back to 1894. Westminster has won the last 7 contests, with the last Tomcat win in the series being a 45-37 4-overtime thriller in 2013. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can also follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, Go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at Raider Stadium as we get ready for third quarter action. We're in this NE8 matchup between the Poland Bulldogs and the South Range Raiders. Raiders with a 28-14 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. And Bulldogs will start this half with the ball. And, Coach, if you had to make some technical adjustments for the Poland Bulldogs, I mean, again, first quarter was predominantly in favor of Poland. Second quarter, though, complete flip of the coin.
But what they did was they spread South Range out, was throwing some quick stuff and doing some of that stuff. And they were able then to hit it on the run when they spread them out. So maybe they looked at that, and that's what they're going to try to do this half.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. This one coming out of Madison, Wisconsin. The Youngstown Phantoms and the Madison Capitals all tied up at 1 in the first period. I got that right, Coach. First period, not first quarter. Low line drive here. Going to go through the hands of an up man and be picked up at the 5-yard line. Brought out to the 10, cut back into the 15, and he'll roll and twist down to the 19-yard line. Try to get you a number on the return. I believe it's going to be J.J. Fonda for the Poland Bulldogs.
Yeah, could have been disastrous, but he got some yards, and that's okay. We'll take it.
1 yard short of the 20-yard line. Poland starting off the third quarter here with possession of the ball. Poland jumping out to a 14-0 lead early in the first quarter. The Raiders, though, roaring back with 4 unanswered touchdowns. As Verone now be the one of 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. They'll go wing left. That'll be McCully. McCully go in motion from left to right. We'll read this one. We'll roll out and caught at the 19-yard line. May have picked up a couple yards on the quick pass from Kamara to McCully. He'll get out to the 21-yard line. So 2nd and 8 now for Poland.
Yeah, good job by the safety and corner. They saw that coming, so they were able to come up, get off their blocks, and get on that. So that was a good job on there.
I want to welcome everybody who's joining us over here from Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2. Springfield with the commanding lead over Jackson Milton, so we'll break away from that game. We'll pick it up here on an NE8 matchup. As Verone will be the outside twin receivers, and McCully in motion from left to right. Kamara out to the right side, trying to look for a lane to run, and it'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. A little bit schoolboy right there.
Yeah, they're trying to, they're mixing it up a little bit. So 3rd and 4. I would say. Manageable. They should be okay on that.
Don't give them credit, actually, for 1 more yard. Sometimes the officials kind of throw me off here, you know.
It's all right.
But we'll take a positive yard there. Maseko now will be the receiver to the far side. Pulling out. Receiver to the near side. It'll be Kamara in motion. Zipolitis will hand it off to Kamara. Kamara going to be brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go. He'll get brought down on the Poland sideline. It'll bring up 4th down for Poland. And Poland will have to punt this one away to get the third quarter started.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch it out, and they're widening their defenders out here at South Range, so they're just not able to outrun them.
Stefanson back to punt. He'll have his heels right at his own 10-yard line. 9:58 left here, third quarter. Poland trails South Range by a score of 28-14. Low snap. Stefanson will pick this one up off the turf, and he'll get a high punt away and a fair catch at the 41-yard line. Ball's loose, but it's going to be covered up by the returner. And South Range will have the ball 1st and 10 right near their own 38-yard line. Poland looking for a break there, but South Range returner just able to reach out and grab that ball.
Yeah, Tommy Titus just, let me tell you what. They're saying, I'm okay, young man. Don't do that.
I'm sure his heart jumped a few beats.
Yeah, but he was able to jump on it. He stayed focused. He was able to get on it.
Not the idea of fumbling there, Coach. The idea of having to go over and face the coach on the sideline afterwards.
Yeah, they really didn't get on him. I watched him. He's on the sidelines. They're talking to him a little bit. That's all right.
Third quarter just underway here at Raider Stadium. An absolutely beautiful facility here. Coach, has been a little while since we've been here, but a couple new structures here at the stadium. New concession stands, some new restrooms there to the north side of the stadium.
And on the other side, apparel. There's a lot of South Range apparel.
Absolutely. Take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update here. In the third quarter, Salem makes a comeback. They take a 13-6 lead over Alliance. Ursuline still with a 14-0 lead over Austin Town Fitch. Crestview 42, Brookfield nothing. Dover 17, Canfield 7. LeBray leads champion 22-7. Columbiana now with a 35-6 lead over Latonia. Girard and Lakeview all tied up at 6 in the third quarter. Lowville 26, Mineral Ridge 17. And Wyndham 46, Matthews 6. The Bombers breaking that one open. West Branch still with a 57-0 lead over Minerva.
You know who's been real quiet is Tafaro. We haven't really called his name.
You have to plan for that, young man, I'll tell you. Otherwise, he'll try to trade teams and spend the whole night in their backfield.
So apparently they're probably double teaming him.
Toy now in the shotgun, one running back to his left. Toy will keep it himself, trying to find some room. He'll make some contact in the backfield. He'll be brought down for about a 3-yard loss. 2nd and 13 now for the Raiders. Well read by the right side of that Poland defense.
And guess who gets up last? I just said his name. Tafaro was on the tackle.
Gave him the old Beetlejuice treatment, and he showed up.
I tell you what, haven't called his name much today. If any, and call it, and he goes.
Yeah, really, they planned for him. One receiver to each side. They're wide. Kamara, one-on-one coverage to the far side. South Range moving left to right on your devices. 3 receivers now to the near side. Toy back to pass. Got time. Fires over the middle. Is going to be caught. Past the midfield stripe and down to the 45-yard line. Enough for a South Range first down. That's going to be Heath Krause on the reception. 6'2", 205.
What they did was he rolled this way, and the defender from Poland broke it off, and he was able to hit him.
South Range go right back to the line again. Dominguez to the left of Toy. Toy back to pass. Fires out to the left side. Caught. And well defended by Vito Kamara. He'll get out to the 41-yard line. Pick up a 4, 2nd and 6. Now for South Range.
Yeah, all he did was he was the outside receiver. He ran just a slant pattern. That was a long throw, but he got it to him.
8:25 left here, third quarter. South Range 28, Poland 14. Receivers to the near side, wing to the left. Dominguez now to the right of Tristan Toy. They'll give it the handoff on the jet motion. And he'll get it out past the 40 down to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 6. And that's going to be Troy Combs on the handoff there. He had a touchdown in the first half as well.
Yeah, that was and Ricky Madeline was on that tackle as well.
Madeline, one of the big hitters here on the Poland defense. Still looking back at that opening kickoff for the season. We believe it's Ricky Madeline to make that hit.
Yeah.
We're still talking about that. Twin receivers to the far side now. Dominguez will go to the left of Toy. Wing to the right. That'll be receivers to the left now. Toy will take it off to the left side. Some room to run. He'll make some contact. Get past the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. Pick up a 7. It's going to be just enough for a South Range first down.
Well, I want to tell you what, I watched the offensive line, and they're pushing Poland not back very far, but they get them on their heels, and they're turning them, and they're giving them that alleyway. And that's a great job by the South Range offensive line.
Ano Zipolitis on the tackle for Poland. And the receiver to the far side this time, up Nate Lewis. Some receivers to the near side. Dominguez to the left of Toy. First and 10 from the Poland 34-yard line. Toy now, quarterback keeper, going to bring it upfield, get out near the 30, inside the 30, and down to the 28-yard line. He'll be brought down by Miller.
On first down, when you're getting 5, 6, 7 yards of carry, it makes it so much easier for second and third down.
2nd and 4 at Forest South Range. They'll mark the ball at the Poland 28-yard line. 7:09 left here in this third quarter. Poland, after getting the ball in the third quarter, had to punt it away. 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
And that's what they shouldn't have done. They had to keep possession and go down there and try to score. Keep the ball out of the offense's hands.
Toy now with the handoff to Dominguez. Dominguez going to break a tackle, and he's going to head to the end zone. Touchdown, South Range. 28-yard run for Aiden Dominguez. He gives South Range a 34-14 lead.
Yeah, you're not going to bring him down with an arm, and unfortunately, they're reaching for this man, and you ain't bringing Dominguez down with an arm. You have got to step up and take him on. I understand he's a big guy, but you have got to take this man on.
Second touchdown run of the night for Aiden Dominguez. 28 yards on the scamper. Raiders 34, Poland 14. South Range on for the extra point. Wait for the signal. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. So 6:44 left here, third quarter. South Range with a 35-14 lead over Poland. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600, as well as Sports Radio 1240 WBBW. We're back right after this.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
6:44 left here, third quarter. And, of course, every third quarter is brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. After a 2024 playoff appearance, the Mahoning Valley Federals minor league football team is building for the 2025 season. For more information, call John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 or go to the team's Facebook page at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team. Plenty of announcements coming up for them, as well as other teams from around the Premier Amateur Football League there, encompassing Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. And I'm sure it may expand as the offseason continues here. Poland to return this one here. Of course, all kickoffs are brought to you by Repair That Glass. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. J.J. Fonda back to return for the Bulldogs. Kick this one off, and it's going to be a high kick right back to the goal line, and Fonda going to go back into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. You cannot bring it out of the end zone in high school here in Ohio. So Poland will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I like that rule. Just kill it, and that's it.
Well, I guess the question would become now, when does the lower levels under the NFL start to adopt the new kickoff return?
I really think it's going to happen. I really think you'll see it in college first, and then you will see it in the lower levels, or you'll see it in high school first.
You know, incidentally, we saw Canfield in that formation with 2 5-man lines and a returner back there, almost simulating the NFL and UFL kick return now.
Yep, absolutely. I like that look too.
Interesting enough, and we'll go twin receivers to the far side, wing to the left. Zipolitis now at quarterback. And this one off to the left side. Nowhere to go. Chase Jones getting just out past the 20-yard line. May pick up a half a yard, not much more than that. Second down now for the Bulldogs.
Luke Starkey was right there. I mean, he beat his block, and he was able to bear hug and throw him right down to the ground for no gain.
6:26. Here's the clock. Will continue to run. Poland. Well, it's 2nd and 10, although the down markers moved about a half a yard. Zippolita's going to bring in the play from the sideline. A young freshman already with a 71-yard touchdown run tonight. Look at that. They really kept the young quarterback in check. They'll go I formation this time. Single receiver to each side. Zippolita's under center. He'll roll out to the far side, looking downfield. He's going to take it himself, tuck the ball, get upfield out near the 30-yard line. It'll be close to a first down. And I think he's going to have just enough as the line judge comes in and gives a signal. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good job. That's what we should have been seeing when he rolls out to the right. A lot of times these guys were trying to fit it in there. You got that edge. Take what you can get on this.
1st and 10 for Poland at the Bulldog 30-yard line. Zippolitas will continue to drive here. Coach Pavlansky will send him in with the play. Bulldogs trail the South Range Raiders 35-14 here in the third quarter. The receivers to the near side. Barone will be on the outside, wing to the right. Zippolitas in the shotgun. He'll take himself off the right side, brought down in the backfield. South Range defense coming in unblocked, unabated, and it's going to be a loss for the Poland Bulldogs.
In defense to him, he wanted to read that or do something with his own, and the running back he just blew out of there. So there was a broken play. So nothing against Zippolitas. I think there was a broken play. Something went wrong in the backfield.
Don Bailey on the tackle. It'll be now 2nd and 15 for Poland. They'll mark this one back at the Bulldog 25-yard line. Twin receivers to each side. Now Zippolitas in the shotgun. One running back to his left. Send McCauley in motion. Back to pass under pressure. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Aiden Dominguez in on the tackle, amongst others. And I'm
trying to get a number.
I believe he's going to be assisted by Chad Bourne.
Yeah, Chad Bourne. Absolutely. Wow, he just come flying out of there.
So 3rd down now, ball all the way back at the Poland 19-yard line. They're going to have to get to their own 40 for a first down. So the Bulldogs going in the wrong direction here, trailing by 3 touchdowns. 4:35 left here, third quarter.
And Chad Bourne is a D end, and I mean he got a fire call and he went straight in there. Nobody touched him.
So 3 receivers to the near side. Poland rushing to the line. Kamara back to pass, looking down the sideline, and a little bit of contact there. Pass intended for Josh Maseko, but overthrew him, and that's going to bring up 4th down for Poland. They're going to have to punt this one away. Jake Stefanson on his way onto the field.
Yeah, he had him, but he overthrew him probably by 5 yards. But he had to, in defense of him, he had to get rid of the ball. He was getting some pressure.
Bulldogs not able to do much with the ball after getting a first down. Get out to the 30, but then go in the opposite direction. They'll have the ball marked at the 19. Stefanson will mark up right around his own 6-yard line. Good snap this time. Stefanson will have this one blocked as well. And South Range going to get the ball 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line, I believe, is where they're going to mark it. Second punt block of the night for the South Range Raiders.
I don't understand what Poland's doing up front. It looks like the whole defensive line is getting in there. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, by the time he gets the ball, they're right in front of him. He has no shot to kick it.
So Stefanson has his second punt of the night block, and South Range will start 1st and 10. As the officials will stop play here. Not sure what's going on. Ball at the 17-yard line. Although the scoreboard says the 19, so I don't know if they know something we don't know. As our referee and line judge will have a conversation right at the hash marks. Whatever it was, they worked it out. 1st and 10 for South Range. At the Poland 17-yard line. Tight formation for South Range. Heavy on the right side. Toy with the handoff to Dominguez. That's not going to be Dominguez. That'll be a new running back for South Range, and he'll make his way out near the 10-yard line. That's going to be Colin Kay on the carry, 5'8", 125-pound freshman.
Might as well play it. You're this far ahead. Poland's done nothing offensively or stop you defensively, so rest your guys. Make sure nobody gets hurt.
2nd and 3 for South Range. Good receivers to the far side, wing to the right for South Range. Toy with the snap. He'll hand it off again to the freshman. Get out to the 9-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 2 now for South Range. As they start to get some of the young guys in here now. Colin Kay, again, 5'8", 125-pound freshman. Listed as a wide receiver and linebacker, actually.
Well, they saw something out of him. They figured they might as well try him out and see what he can do.
Receivers to the far side now, 3rd and 2. Way in the shotgun. On the read, he'll hand it off out to the far side. He's going to be undercut at the 12-yard line. Vito Kamara coming up to make the tackle. Young freshman getting a welcome to varsity football from Poland's Vito Kamara.
Chopped him down around the thigh, and he went.
The earth just kind of came out from under his feet there.
Head over heels, and he come down hard on that head. I hope he's all right, or shoulder.
Don't mistake Vito Kamara as a quarterback. Hey, goodness.
Ouch.
2:07 left here, 3rd quarter. South Range will come on for the field goal. This will be a 28-yard attempt. Kick is up. And it is good. 1:55 left here in the 3rd quarter. South Range extends their lead to 38-14 over Poland. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600, of course, Sports Radio 1240, WBBW. We're back right after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
WRQX, Salem, Youngstown, Warren. We are AM 600, The Patriot, a Cumulus media station.
Now we turn you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
1:55 left here, 3rd quarter. South Range adds a field goal. 38-14 is the lead now for the Raiders. All of Poland scoring coming in the first half of the 1st quarter. The offense has been silent since then. South Range, really short kickoff. Fonda will pick this one up at the 6-yard line. J.J. Fonda taking it out towards the Poland sideline, trying to be chased down from behind. He'll turn the corner, get out to the 25, 30, and down past the 40, and he'll drive, down to the 38-yard line. No, actually give him 39. And that's where Poland will take over 1st and 10 with 1:43 left here in the 3rd. Of course, I'll remind you, this 3rd quarter is brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. I want to thank John Galbraith and everybody over there at the Mahoning Valley Federals developmental football team as they join the PAFL coming up here for 2025. Of course, Matt Lipsack, Matt Emsch covering those games for them. If you're out of high school, college, even the pros, want to get back on the field, want to coach a little, give John Galbraith a call. I formation, Kamara under center. We'll give it to the tailback. That'll be Chase Jones. Jones past the midfield stripe down to the South Range 49-yard line. Be a 1st down for the Poland Bulldogs.
That's one of the best offensive plays they had since the 1st quarter. So they were able to hit that. They just got to keep working at it, chip away.
Poland makes it into South Range territory. It's been a while since they've seen that end of the field. Seiko will be the single receiver to the far side. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Barone. I formation. Again, hand off to Jones. Jones off the left side. He'll make his way upfield past the 40, 30, 25, and drag down near the 19-yard line.
I seen that 25-yard line. It popped up. It got him.
Chase Jones with another Poland first down with a minute 8 left in the third quarter. First and 10 for Poland. Clock will continue to run here. We'll hit a minute left in the third frame. Brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. Honoring the football tradition in the Valley as Maseko will be the receiver to the far side. Barone to the near side. Again, I formation. Mara under center. Hand it off again to Ricky Madeline this time. He'll pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play. He'll fall forward. Down near the 16-yard line. Called to pick up a 3. 2nd and 7 now for Poland. Just about 30 seconds left here in this third quarter. World of difference here. Big, I guess it was monsooning over there in the Jackson Township area. Jackson Milton over here in Beaver Township, not as bad.
No, not at all. They're letting it run.
Okay, we're about 8 seconds left here. Both teams will head towards the sideline. And we will wind down the third quarter here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. So we'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, our favorite fourth quarter of the Valley right here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, and WBBW. We'll see. We'll be back on the other side of this break.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Fourth quarter action coming up here as we wind down week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. South Range with a 38-14 lead over Poland. We'll flip sides of the field. Poland now moving left to right on your devices, working out of the I formation. Kamara under center. Single receiver to the far side. Macaulay be the tight end to the right. We wait for the whistle for play from our officials. Are under center now. Roll out to the near side, looking downfield, looking for McCulley, and it's going to be caught in the end zone for a Poland touchdown, 18 yards. Vito Kamara to McCulley. It's now South Range 38, Poland 20, pending the extra point.
Yeah, he beat Gavin Hiscock. It had to be a perfect throw because the defense was right there. And he threw to the outside, and he was able to get that score. So good job for Poland. Just got to keep chipping away. Still got time, but 3 scores.
Yeah, the idea is you got to keep South Range out of the end zone. You got to keep them from getting a field goal.
Yeah.
Bulldogs will go for the 2-point conversion.
As Poland now going to go for 2. Kamara in the shotgun. He'll have Sipolitis to his right. McCulley in motion from right to left. Kamara rolling out to his right side, trying to get upfield. He'll break loose back to the other side, looking for some room, and he'll go down. The conversion, no good. So with 11:53 left here in the fourth quarter, Poland now trails South Range by a score of 38-20, down by 18 points. Now we have a moment to take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update here from around the Valley. And right now, Alliance and Salem, they're all tied up at 13. Ursuline extends their lead to 21-0 over Fitch. Restview still with a 42-point lead over Brookfield. Dover 17, Canfield 7, LeBray 22, Champion 7. Columbiana 42, Leetonia 6. East Liverpool with a 21-0 lead over Cambridge. Girard, now you take the lead over Lakeview. Lakeview 13-6. That's been in a 6-6 tie most of the game. Hickory over Niles 42-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. That game is final. United Local 35, Lisbon 0. Millville with a 26-17 lead over Mineral Ridge. That reported in the third quarter. Liberty still with a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls. Struthers with an 18-0 lead over Hubbard. Hubbard still looking to put some points up, Coach. They were shut out last week, and they are on their way to being shut out again this week.
Yeah, not a good thing. Hey, we talked about that kickoff. Here you go.
Yeah, 5 men up front. They'll put 5 men just about, depending on how these guys are going to line up, about 10 yards behind them. And one returner back at the 10-yard line. So it looks like some of the coaches may be adopting. Here's Jay Stefanson going to go for, it looks like it's going to be an onside kick. Stefanson going to set this one up. He'll kick it right at the top of there. The ball on the turf, and it's going to roll right into the Poland sideline. And South Range will take over 1st and 10 with good field position. 11:53 left here in the game. Trying to find creative ways to stay in this one, but not able to get the onside kick that time.
Yeah, it was not a good kick. He was trying to get it to hop, and it just went straight out of bounds. So he didn't get the kick that he wanted.
So 1st and 10 for South Range. They'll mark this at the Raider 43-yard line. Toy taking his time. He'll bring the play from the sideline. Actually, they're going to move the ball up to the 48 this now. So I don't know if that was where it was first touched, or I guess we'll go with that.
That's why they wear those caps and them stripes.
One receivers to the near side. South Range quick pass out to the near side. It'll be complete. Ball's going to come loose, covered up by Poland at their own 44-yard line. That'll be Pano Zipolitas on the recovery. And Poland will get the ball. 11:44 left here, fourth quarter, trailing by 18.
Yeah, Nate Lewis had that ball and took off with it, and then somebody stripped him. Poland recovered, so Poland's looking pretty good at this point if they go down there and get a score.
A little life left here in the Bulldogs.
Plenty of time.
They get the turnover. They'll mark the ball at the Bulldog 44-yard line. 11:44 left here in this game.
Well, Jim, I'll tell you what, them French fries that these people are carrying, they're buckets, and boy, do they look good right now.
Of course, I want to remind you, of course, all of our fourth quarters are brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. We'll talk about her in a moment.
Absolutely.
And this incredible lineup. As Zipolitas now trying to throw into the sideline. He'll be knocked out. Young freshman rolling out near the South Range sideline. They'll have to pick him up out of the bench somewhere, send him over, and Zipolitas limping a little bit here. A little bit of an ankle problem. Actually going to hold on to that cap. Maybe
he got a cramp.
And he'll go down here, and the clock will stop with 11:37 left here. Official timeout. Of course, everybody's favorite fourth quarter coach, Lena's Pierogi House, is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call Lena's at 330-254-8532. But you know what? You don't have to go look that up, Coach. I've got it right here. Take a look at this week's lineup.
I can't wait. Dave warned me.
Unfortunately, they will not be open until Monday, but
that's terrible.
Spinach and feta. We can do that one. Bloomin' onion, cheddar, turkey and stuffing, loaded potato, spicy chicken. What's that word there, Coach?
Paprikas.
There we go.
Ooh, I may have to try. As long as she puts the sauce over top of it, maybe.
Maybe she'll do it by request.
She might do it.
Might do it by request. David Zipolitas walking to the Poland sideline here. Work that one out a little bit. Vito Kamara going to come back on. He's got to go out for at least one play, so Kamara will come in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. 11:37 left here in this Lena's Pierogi House fourth quarter.
You know what? I think I'm going to tag that this week one day. Tell Carol, let's go. We're going up to Lena's, and I may have to do that.
So you're going to go in there and make some suggestions? Or?
No, I'm going to go in there and just eat until I fall asleep.
We've made that mistake before.
Oh, that Publicosh is calling my name. I just love it.
Said it's got a little bite, huh?
Yeah, it's just enough. It's that she puts just enough of that paprika in there and make it nice and reddish sauce, just like the Hungarians I used to go and help when I was a young lad down at the Franciscan Monastery on Belle Vista.
It's got a little spice to it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the paprika. And
you get paprika heavy. I thought it was just for dressing. How much of it do you have to put in there?
Well, the sauce is red. I'll tell you that.
So 2nd and 10 for Poland. Ball at the 44-yard line. Kamara now in the shotgun. They'll go heavy to the right, 3 receivers. Kamara going to fire out to his left side. Has a receiver one-on-one cut at the 31-yard line. J.J. Fonda on the reception. It's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs in South Range territory. They'll mark it at the Raider 30-yard line.
Great throw. It hung a little bit, but he ran underneath it, and I thought he was going to run out of real estate on the sidelines, but he was able to bring it in and keep his feet in.
So Barone, a receiver to the far side, single receiver to the near side. I formation. Kamara with the handoff. Will break it to the outside. Got some room to run. Out to the 20 and down to the 15-yard line. Chase Jones on the run. And it's going to be another first down for the Bulldogs with 11:20 left here in the fourth quarter.
Well, Poland's got a little bit of life here, but they got to punch it in quick and then try to get that, try to get them to still hold. So Poland's got some momentum. I just hope it isn't too late.
Ball now marked at the Raider 16-yard line. Clock will continue to run. 11:15 left here, fourth quarter. Okay, Dave says yes, she does. I assume that means does request. Is Kamara now going to take the ball himself, be brought down inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line.
And they keep the clock running? He got thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, pick up on 4. Well, they're going to say his momentum stopped while he was going forward and was brought back. So that's an official thing. I know, Coach.
Or they have a dinner date.
Well, if it was raining, I would agree.
Come on, guys. He was out of bounds.
So 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldog. Kamara on the shotgun. Zipolitis to his right. Read option. He'll give it to Pano. Pano upfield. And he'll drag a few South Range defenders down to the 5-yard line. That's going to be enough for a Poland first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs.
Now they got to huddle up. Don't waste any time. Let's go. Let's move. Keep it going.
Oh, he says she does put the paprikash sauce on the pierogies.
She does.
I formation. Kamara with the handoff. Chase Jones will get to the line of scrimmage, and he won't go much further than that. 2nd and goal now for the Bulldogs at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
So wait a minute, she heard this? And
no, I think Dave has probably had it.
Dave. He's probably had everything there, Hubbard guy.
The problem with that place is it's too close to his house. I would be so tempted to be there quite a bit.
Yes, I got you on that one. Absolutely.
I may give up cooking. I'm not sure. Not that I cook much anyway. But now Vito Kamara will spread out to the left wing. And Zipolitis will take a direct snap here. Pano Zipolitis will keep it himself, and he'll get back into the line of scrimmage. At best, Starkey will bring him down.
You know, that's 2 linemen that hit him, and they just didn't look like they were blocked. That offensive line, they have got to do a better job. They got to get this in and score. They've wasted some time here. You got 3rd down and lost a yard.
A.J. Fonda will check in for the Bulldogs as well as Joey Barone. Kamara in the shotgun. Zipolitis to his right. On the read option. Kamara going to keep it himself, and he's not going to go anywhere. 4th down now for the Bulldogs. 8:42 left here on a running clock. And it looks like they're going to send on the field goal unit.
You got somebody down, Jim.
So South Range Raider player down at the 8-yard line. They're going to help him up. Luke Starkey there, no worse for the wear. He's going to jog it off, and
he's got to come off.
Officials say, well, yep, I think they agree with you.
Yeah, if somebody goes down, you got to be down.
So 24-yard field goal attempt, if that's what Poland chooses to do. 8:33 left here in the game. That would put Poland down by 2 touchdowns. They would have to get the 2-point conversions as well, or at least one.
Yeah.
Time becoming the problem for Poland with 8:33 left. Our referee will give the signal to run the clock. And we're at 8.5 minutes. Vaseka will come in to hold for Stefanson. 24-yard field goal attempt for Jay Stefanson. Wind to his back. Well, it depends on which side of the field you look at.
Yeah.
Flags going to our left is going left, and the flags on the goal post to our right are going right. Snap is back. Kick is up. And it is good. 8:06 left here in this fourth quarter. Poland adds 3. South Range still with a 38-23 lead over the Bulldogs. We're going to step aside for a timeout. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Fourth quarter continues here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600, The Patriot, as well as Sports Radio 1240 WBBW. Thank you for joining us here in Week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. Any matchup here, the Poland Bulldogs trailed the South Range Raiders by a score of 38-23. Jay Stefanson with a 24-yard field goal. 8:06 left here in the fourth quarter. Poland still trying to game plan for a comeback here. After this kick, we'll give you some scoring updates around the valley. Ooh, easy for me to do. Stefanson now coming in the onside kicking formation.
We are still, there we go.
4 players to our near side, 6 players to the far side. Stefanson will have this lined up near the right hash mark. Almost like a UFL kick return formation. This one will hit the turf, and it'll be covered up at the 48-yard line. South Range will have the ball first and 10. 8:04 left here in this game.
Yeah, he's not getting the bounce that he needs. That was another one, kicked it straight to the front line guy, and it just can't do that. Now they really got to shut him down. Try to get the ball back. A lot of time.
Take a look at some of the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the valley. As Ursuline with a big lead over Austintown Fitch. I believe that game may have gone final. Coming in from Ryan Bonacci. Ursuline at the last count had a 21-0 lead. 35-0 is the lead now for Ursuline.
Wow.
Pitch to the outside for South Range, and Aiden Dominguez brought down in the backfield. Ball's going to come loose, but it's going to be covered up by South Range, and it'll be 2nd and 10 for South Range.
Keep your cool.
And Poland still trying to reach at that ball, coach, coming in, putting their hats on the ball.
Well, they're getting a little chippy out there now. So can't afford a 15-yarder. We're got a little conversation with the officials.
So no flags on the play. The beanbag came down to mark the fumble, but that's about it. Take a look again at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. Alliance and Salem all tied up at 13. Ursuline with a 35-0 lead over Fitch. Crestview 57, Brookfield 7, Dover 17, Canfield 7. It's a final for East Liverpool. Potter, they get a 41-7 win over Cambridge. Girard leads Lakeview by a score of 13-6. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin in a final. They knock off Howland 63-14 as our officials headed back to their positions. Coach Pavlansky coming onto the field, kind of throwing his arms up there, but and the Bulldogs will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here in the fourth quarter. 7:56 left in this game, week 6 of the Ohio high school football season. Thank you for joining us here on this Friday night. Some unsettled weather caused some issues across the valley. We have been relatively fortunate.
Pavlansky's given the Cap a whole earful, so apparently we didn't see something, but South Range got a little chippy with the Poland player, and that's why Poland retaliated, but there was no flags.
All right, so they'll speak at midfield. Fourth quarter action, West Branch 64, Minerva nothing. Liberty 34, Newton Falls nothing. Southern with a 30-7 lead over East Palestine. Springfield in the fourth quarter leads Jackson Milton by a score of 39-3. Strother still with an 18-0 lead over Hubbard. Hubbard, they haven't scored in at least, I'll say 7 quarters, if not more. Valley Christian 19, Wellsville 7. Harding with a 7-0 lead. That last report at the half over Solon. Western Reserve 36, Campbell 14. South Range now. Toy trying to take it to the outside, trying to find room to run, get past midfield. He'll get out to the 30. Flag comes in and into the end zone for the touchdown. 52 yards for Tristan Toy. However, see what the flag is as I see everybody walking back towards the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the end or whoever was on the end grabbed somebody and held him. That's why he was able to get through there. So I'm assuming that's what happened. So somebody got dragged down and there was a hold.
So a 52-yard touchdown run for Tristan Toy, wiped out by a penalty. Pavlansky pacing the sideline. Obviously not happy about something. High school football schedule coming up for tomorrow. Boardman will take on Cardinal Mooney. A lot to be made of that game there. Old Steel Valley matchup as well. Coming up against South Range. I'll move this ball back to the Raider 42-yard line.
A lot of time left.
So for South Range, it's one of those things you don't want to let them hang around too much. For Poland, you're going to try to take advantage of everything you can. As Toy will bring in this play from the sideline. I remind you, coming up tomorrow night here on Western Reserve Radio, Allegheny Alligators will take on the Grove City Wolverines. That's going to be a 7 p.m. game. Screen over the middle for South Range. Caught, brought out towards midfield. That'll bring up third down, but
got a whole lot of yards back.
Yep,
nice chunk.
Called 3rd and 8.
Manageable for South Range, that's for sure.
College football tomorrow here on Western Reserve Radio. Of course, you can listen to Mark Means, Chris Birch, and all the action all along the Wolverine Sports Network. Twin receivers to the near side, wing to the right. Toy in the shotgun, Dominguez to his left. So the man in motion from right to left. Toy going to roll out. Fired. It's going to be caught at the 48-yard line and knocked out at the 39 for South Range. And that's going to be enough for a Raider first down.
First down! Nate Lewis on the catch.
Well, Lewis has had a couple of great catches tonight. There's one twin receivers again to the far side. That'll be Lewis and Hiscox. Hand off to the left side there. It's going to be Dominguez past the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Flag on the play. And Angelo Angelilli took a late hit. Coming in from trying to get a number, but I believe that's going to be Chadbourne that is going to be the guilty party. So that's going to knock him back 15 instead of being 2nd and 5. Probably going to be 2nd and 20. 6:29 left here in the fourth quarter. Poland trails South Range by a score of 38-23.
You can't slam somebody in front of the official. You're going to get called for it every time, and that's exactly what happened. Can't lose their heads.
So Chadbourne will take the personal foul. They will mark this ball all the way back at the Poland 49-yard line.
Well, the South Range fans don't like it, but it was a clear personal foul.
Well, you got to give them a little bit of credit there.
Spoken like a true lineman.
Tight formation to the left side. Toy back to pass. Plenty of time. Stepping up, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Zipolitis made the initial hit, and then Vinny Tafaro coming in and doing the cleanup duty. And it'll be a sack for Zipolitis and Tafaro. And the ball now marked back at the South Range 49-yard line. 6 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Of course, the Raiders not in any rush to get to that line of scrimmage.
No, not at all. Let the clock run. Poland's got to be smart here. Hold them, try to get them to punt. And then they've got to get down the field with hurry up.
Three receivers to the right. They'll go tight formation. Single receiver to the near side. They'll pitch this one up. Pass over the middle. It's going to be a screen, and it's going to be incomplete. Tried to get it out over the middle and just couldn't handle it.
And the reason why the throw was off is because they got to him very quickly. The line didn't do a better job. You got to engage and then release. They tabbed and gone. It would have been probably a score, but you can't put that much pressure on the quarterback. You got to give him a second.
Heath Cross was the intended receiver on that one. Kamara back to return the punt. His heels on his own 20-yard line. And it's going to be an end-over-end kick picked up. Well, Kamara's going to let this one go, actually. It'll roll back near the 12-yard line, down to the 11, and near the 10-yard line. So Poland, with 5:15 left here in this fourth quarter, will have 90 yards to go for the end zone. They trail South Range by a score of 38-23. Poland trying to put some things together here, but
they got to run their hurry up, though, Jim. He can't spend a lot of time walking their quarterback to the sidelines and running them out. He has got to get plays in fast. There should be 2 plays called or hand signals getting these plays in.
Well, now 1st and 10, actually given the 11-yard line, so 89 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs 4-1 coming into tonight. Their first loss to Canfield. South Range coming in undefeated. Trying to stay perfect on the 2024 campaign. Man in motion, left to right. He'll hand us off, and he'll go down in the backfield. Kind of an awkward handoff from Zipolitis to Kamara.
I think it was going to be a pass.
So ball now will be back at the 6-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 for Poland. 4:50 left here. Clock will continue to run. And Pavlansky will come out and give the play to David Zipolitis.
Takes too much time doing it this way. They got to go in a hurry up. They got to be able to do this faster.
So Maseko, the single receiver to the far side, and we're going to get a whistle here as I believe Coach Pavlansky is going to take a timeout. 4:29 left here, fourth quarter. We'll step aside for a 30-second break as well. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're back right after this.
Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and haluski. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Now we turn you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
4:29 left here, fourth quarter. Poland now with the ball, second and 16 at the almost 6-yard line. Zipolitis in the shotgun, man in motion, back to pass in his own end zone, under pressure. Zipolitis is going to escape, get to the far side. He'll have some room to run. He'll get out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he'll be brought down from behind near the 28-yard line. So David Zipolitis, actually, they'll tell us, say he went out at the 26.
First down.
Discount Sports scoreboard update. Mineral Ridge Rams now ahead of the Lowville Rocks by a score of 27-26, 92-yard touchdown by the Mineral Ridge Rams with 11:36 left in the fourth quarter. Right back to the line, twin receivers to the far side. Back to pass, Zipolitis under pressure. See, that's going to be Kamara this time at quarterback. He'll make it out past the 30 and cut back inside down near the 34-yard line.
That's it. Hurry up. Here you go.
Clock will continue to run. With 3:53 left here, fourth quarter. Poland in a hurry-up offense. Twin receivers to each side. Second and 4. Kamara back to pass. Plenty of time. Directing traffic. Rolling out to the near side. Complete. And it's going to be caught inside Raider territory down at the 45-yard line. Yanni has Mihalis, and we got a flag coming in, and a second flag coming in from the back judge. He threw it like a javelin. And
looks
the
like
whole crew saw something.
I'm going to say against Poland, because they're backing up.
So flag from the referee, the back judge, and the line judge. I don't know if it's all the same infraction, but the back judge tried to throw that flag about 30 yards. So our officiating crew will meet in the middle of the field. 3:29 left here in this game. Poland down 38-23 to South Range.
Well, not sure who that was on. As Mihalis was standing there, as well as Pano, Zipolitis. Ooh.
So
face
actually,
mask. Wow.
So dead ball foul, though, as well. Personal foul against Poland. So they will add 15 on, subtract 15. So for all intents and purposes, this is going to offset.
Yeah, I just offset them.
So Poland now first and 10 at the Raider 45-yard line. 3:29 left here in this game. So Poland looking to get in the end zone quickly. If they can get 7, that will put them down by 8, or if they go for the 2. So still a path to victory here, but Kamara back to pass, stepping up over the middle, looking for Josh Maseko, who's going to overthrow him, had him down there on the post pattern.
Oh, yeah, they did.
But couldn't complete it. Kamara showing the arm, but overthrows Maseko by about 5 yards.
Yeah, he had him. He had to dime that right in there, and he just missed him.
Second and 10 now for Poland. 3:20 left here, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, just in case you didn't hear. I think we've talked about the menu. I think we've even created a few new orders.
We might have to do that for her.
All right, Fonda and Verone, the receivers to the far side. McCauley and Maseko to the near side. Kamara rolling out to the far side. Under pressure, going to be brought down at the Poland 49-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 6. Trying to bring up third down now for the Bulldogs. 3:08 here as the clock will continue to run. They'll actually mark the ball at the midfield stripe.
Luke Starkey, their kicker.
Yeah, Starkey shaking up a little bit earlier, but obviously bounced back well. We've watched that young man for a couple years here at South Range. 3 receivers to the near side. Kamara back to pass, 3-step drop, looks out to his left, nobody open, steps up, fires over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted at the 40. By South Range, brought into Poland territory, knocked out of bounds at the 44. And South Range will take over with 2:33 left here in this game with a 38-23 lead. And what is a big game here in the NE8. It's like South Range well in control. Mark the ball at the Poland 44-yard line. 2:33 left. And South Range will go into a very low-tempo offense. Watch the play clocks. Play clocks on both ends of the field here at South Range.
They also have Poland has 2 timeouts, but I don't think it's irrelevant at this point.
Inga's now to the right of Toy. Single receiver to each side, wing to the left. Hand it off. Miller tracking him down, but he'll drag a couple of Poland defenders down to the 40-yard line. Pick up a 4 to be 2nd and 6 for South Range. Poland going to burn a timeout here. 2:24 left here in this game. Take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the area. Should have some finals coming in here from around the valley. Crestview now, they get the 57-7 win over Brookfield. East Liverpool downs Cambridge 41-7. Girard gets the 13-6 win over Lakeview. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Holland 14. That is a final as well. Mineral Ridge 28, Lowville 26. Wyndham 60, Matthews 6. West Branch, I believe that's going to be final too. They get a 64-0 win over at Minerva. Liberty, at last count, still has a 34-0 lead over Newton Falls. Struthers 18, Hubbard nothing as South Range now back on the field, 2nd and 6. Ball at the Poland 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, wing to the right. Hand off on the jet motion. Poland it over, pursue it in the backfield. He'll make his way out to the 38-yard line and be brought down out of bounds. On the South Range sideline, Troy Combs on the run for South Range.
Yeah, he just, he got a few yards on it, but he just couldn't get to the corner fast enough. Poland was right there. I got to believe this will be 2-down territory anyway.
Yep, 3rd and 4 for South Range. Coming up next Friday here. Talk about the game next week here. Hand off to Toy, actually, from Dominguez. Toy, with nowhere to go, will just go down, let the clock run, and bring up 4th down. It'll be a loss of yards. Ball at the 48-yard line. Poland will take a timeout. Next Friday, we'll be back at Pavlansky Field in Poland as the Bulldogs will host the Niles McKinley Red Dragons. 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX AM 600. Of course, coming up tomorrow, we have college football. The Allegheny Alligators will take on the Grove City Wolverines in a night game.
So, is it Allegheny Alligator?
There you go.
What is it? Is there some...
I didn't know there were any alligators in Allegheny, but maybe in the river. I don't know. Allegheny back in the PAC, their 2nd year back. Of course, with the news that the Carnegie Mellon Tartans will be leaving the PAC. So some things coming up there, some changes. Which can join Mark Means and Chris Birch on the Wolverine Sports Network right here on Western Reserve Radio. Also catch it on Live 365, the app. Tune in. All your favorite places.
Here you go.
South Range now 4th and 8. And I believe this is going to be a field goal attempt, Coach. Luke Starkey going to come in here and this is going to be a 59-yard field goal attempt. And at this point, why not? And South Range says, well, let's talk about that first. They'll take a timeout. Keep that right here. All right, then.
What do you got to lose? Wait a minute.
I'm interested to see if they're going to let them do it or not.
I think offense is coming back, and Tristan Troy's coming back in, or Toy rather, excuse me, is coming back in.
All right. That would have been an interesting one. I can't say I would have been excited to see that.
Be as good as a punt.
I guess.
He gets it down there.
I want to thank our fourth quarter sponsor, Lena's Pierogi House. Of course, Lena's is the home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Call 330-254-8532. So, nope. Punt team will come on for South Range. Snap is back, and they'll kick this one away. And it will head towards the end zone, and South Range will down this one near the 1-yard line. So 1:56 left here in the game. Pulling up 99 yards to go, trailing South Range 28-23. Dave reminds me the pregame for Grove City tomorrow will be at 6:15. 6:15 indeed. Of course, indeed. And for Lena's, was this the lineup this week? I say go to the Facebook page, look, but we've got it right here. We've got an insider list here of this week's specials, including spinach and feta, bloomin' onion, cheddar, turkey and stuffing, loaded potato, plain potato, spicy chicken paprikash. All right. So, 1st and 10 for Poland. Ippolitas with the pass down the sideline, going to be caught one-handed near the 15-yard line. First down for Poland. Try to get a number on that. I believe that might have been okay. We were trying to get a number on that one, but that might have been Oliver McCulley on the reception on that one. So first in. Okay, so Vito Camaro on the reception, I believe is what you're trying to say. Okay, we can see it to the far side. Set a man in motion from left to right. That'll be Fonda. 2 receivers to each side now. Fires out to the side, out to the flats. Pass intended for Fonda, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Poland with 1:46 left, trailing South Range by 15. Miles losing to Hickory tonight. He gets shut out. Hubbard, by last count, still being shut out as well, Coach. And after a great 4-0 start where the offense was clicking on all cylinders, they have yet to score in the last 2 weeks.
Strength of schedule, too. You know, they got wins, but what is the win percentage of the first 4 teams that they faced?
Interesting questioning there. Back to pass is Ippolitas. He'll fire out. Pass was intended for McCulley. McCulley not able to catch up with that one. So 3rd down for Poland, 1:39 left here in this game.
Yeah, it sailed on him. He was running around there, and then he started forward, and unfortunately, you got to set your feet and get them shoulders square. You can't move forward and try to hit somebody who's running down the field away from you.
David Ippolitas at quarterback. 3 receivers in the near side, including Maseko and Hasmahalis. Hasmahalis now will go to the far side. Twin receivers to each side now. David Ippolitas back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. Room to run. He'll get past the 20, out to the 25, and he'll go out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:32 left, and he should have enough for a Bulldog first down. Interesting call here at the end of the game, putting the young freshman in a quarterback.
Yeah, and he's that time he got hit, he's been favoring his one leg. So
looked maybe like an ankle or something.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything severe, but he's not. Although he could flat out fly still, even with a bad wheel.
2 receivers each side now. Ippolitas in the shotgun. Back to pass, fires out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Poland will have to get right back to the line. J.J. Fonda on the reception. 2nd and 5 now for the Bulldogs. Right back to the line. Ippolitas back to pass, looking out to his left. Fires again, almost picked off. That ball sailed out of bounds, though. Went off the fingertips of a Raider defender. Bring up 3rd and 5. Clock will stop with 1:08.
Yeah, that was that could have got ugly real quick.
Poland with the clock stopped. We'll go to a huddle. Thrown receiver to the far side. Maseko will be the outside receiver on the trips formation to the near side. Zipolitis stepping up in the pocket, looking for room to run. He'll get out to the 40 and brought down near the 43-yard line. First down for Poland. Clock will stop long enough to reset the markers with 1 minute even left in this game. Referee will give the signal to move the clock. And Zipolitis will spike this one. It'll stop the clock. 56 seconds left in the game. Poland just not able to get the ball down the field.
They're trying to make it at least look presentable.
42-yard line is the spot on the Poland side of the field. 56 seconds left in the game. South Range 38, Bulldogs 23. As we head towards the end of week 6 here on the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. Great crowd on hand on both sides of the field. Rain has fortunately held out for us as they go twin receivers to each side. Zipolitis in the shotgun. 3-step drop. That's going to be Kamara now at quarterback. He'll roll out to his left. Fire, and it's going to be cut at the 40-yard line. He'll cut back in and fight his way down inside the 30, 25. And he'll drive his legs and down to the 23-yard line. Tried to get a number on the reception there. Couldn't get it because there were about 10 maroon jerseys on top of them. Angelo Angelilli on the reception for Poland. Thank you, Mr. PA announcer.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Poland. We're going to have a South Range player down. So while we have an opportunity here, we'll let them attend to them. We'll take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the Valley. We have had some out-of-control scores tonight. Alliance. It's a final. They get a 20-16 win over Salem. Ursuline finishes off Austintown Fitch 35-0. Crestview 57. Brookfield 7. And that young man will get up, walk off the field. No problem. LeBray, they get a win over Champion 36-13. Columbiana knocks off Latonia 49-6. East Liverpool gets the win over Cambridge 41-7. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Poland will see those same Red Dragons next week at Pavlansky Field. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. As Poland now will go back to the line, 1st and 10 at the Raider 23-yard line. Clock will begin. Kamara back to pass, steps up, has room to run. He's going to run out towards the sideline, and he'll go out of bounds near the 8-yard line with 30 seconds left in this game. Kamara looking downfield, no options, nothing open. It's smart enough to get out of bounds.
But he had a good lot of green in front of him. I think he made the right call on that and was able to get out of bounds. So ball on about the 7-yard line, we'll say.
Also a final out in Beloit. West Branch 64, Minerva nothing. Wow.
West Branch got their stuff together too.
Joe Simon and the Liberty Leopards get the 48-0 win over Newton Falls.
There we go.
Southern 44, East Palestine 21. 1st and goal now at the 7 for Poland. Send a man in motion from left to right. Kamara back to pass, looking in the corner of the end zone. And it's going to be thrown, and it's going to be caught, but out of bounds to the far side. I believe that was Angelilli on the reception for that one as well. But, Josh Maseko, excuse me.
And I'll tell you what, he went up high to get that. That was a great catch. Unfortunately, he was about a yard out of bounds. That was a great effort.
Ran out of real estate. Another final, Coach. Struthers 25, Hubbard nothing. For the second week in a row, the Hubbard Eagles get shut out. 2nd and goal from the 7 for Poland. Kamara rolling out to the near side. Fires into the end zone. Overthrows Maseko.
He had him.
And it'll bring up 3rd down for Poland. Clock will stop at 21 seconds left.
See, he keeps rolling flat down the line. What he's got to do is once he gets down the line, he's got to attack the line of scrimmage, square them shoulders up so he can get a good throw. Because what's happening is I've said this before, if you're drifting right and the receiver's going right as well, it's too hard to hit him on the dead run.
Yeah, it might even draw the linebackers a little bit there.
Yeah.
Maybe the defender slow down a little bit, but nonetheless, 3rd and goal from the Raiders 7-yard line. Back to pass is Ippolitis out of the end zone. Caught by McCauley into the end zone. 7-yard touchdown reception with 17 seconds left in the game. 38-29 is the South Range lead now. David Ippolitis with a touchdown pass. Not much time left here for the Bulldogs.
No, I hate to say it, unless they get the onside kick. That party is over, baby. Great effort coming down the road, but you lost the 3rd quarter, and you needed to do something.
So McCauley's 2nd touchdown of the night. Only getting an 18-yard touchdown reception early in the 4th quarter. We'll keep it right here. Sure, we will see Jay Stefanson attempt the onside kick again. I want to remind you, coming up, Poland will host Niles Red Dragons next week back at Pavlansky Field. 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff. You're on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600 The Patriot.
And Niles is not having a good year. I really thought Niles was going to be better this year than what they are. They just ran into some struggles. I don't know if it's injuries or whatever.
Tough year for the Niles Red Dragons. We're having an enviable task of coming to Pavlansky Field next week. So Stefanson now going to line up on the right side again. Attempt to kick this one towards the Poland sideline. Line up with 6 players to Jay Stefanson's left or to his right. 17 seconds left here in the game. Poland trails by a score of 38-30. And Stefanson hasn't really hit the...
Yeah, he's got to get the top of that ball better.
Stefanson now marking off some yards here. He's going to take his time on this one. Get it right. 10 seconds left on the play clock. And this one not going to be hit as well either. Nope. It'll be recovered by South Range at their own 42-yard line. So with 15 seconds left here in the game, South Range will only have to take a knee to end this one. Poland will move on to next week at 4-2. South Range will be 6-0. South Range going into the victory formation, and this should wrap it up. As Toy will take the knee. And that will bring us to the end of week 6 of the Ohio High School football season. As the South Range Raiders, they'll get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you a scoring recap. And talk a little bit about some scores around the valley. All that and more coming up here on the postgame show. You're listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week here on Western Reserve Radio, WRQX, AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Cobras Football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 of each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Post game here at Raider Stadium in Beaver Township. Raiders get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. Scoring went like this. It would be Poland right out of the starting block. 7:33 of the first quarter would be Vito Camara on an 8-yard touchdown run that would give Poland a 7-0 lead. At 5:17 of the first quarter would be David Zipolidis on a 71-yard touchdown run. They would give the Bulldogs a 2-touchdown lead, and then just 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Troy Combs would get in the end zone for the Raiders. Their offense would get going. They would cut the lead to 14-7. Second quarter action, it would be Tristan Toy on a 5-yard touchdown run at 7:31 that would tie this game up. And then at 1:29 of the second quarter, just before halftime, Aiden Dominguez would go 11 yards into the end zone. South Range would take the 21-14 lead at the half. 6:44 of the third quarter, Aiden Dominguez again on a 28-yard touchdown run would increase the lead for South Range to 28-14. And then Luke Starkey would hit a 28-yard field goal with 11:55 left in the third quarter. Fourth quarter action, Vito Camara would hit Oliver McCulley on an 18-yard touchdown pass. And then at 8:06 of the third quarter, Stefanson would hit a 24-yard field goal. And then David Zipolidis would hit Oliver McCulley on a 7-yard touchdown pass with 21 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Stefanson would attempt an onside kick, but that would fail, and that would bring us to our 38-30 score. South Range will get the win tonight. They will be first place in the NEA. Take a look at some of the numbers here for these teams' first downs. Poland with 31, South Range with 22. South Range, of course, not in as many third down situations. They were able to move the ball tonight. For Poland, rushes 39 carries for 293 yards. South Range, 36 carries for 139 yards. Poland averaging just about 7.5 yards per rush. South Range 3.9. Coach, so they were able to move the ball on the ground. But again, some maybe a little bit deceiving because some of those runs, like the 71-yarder, really kind of it gives you like a misconception.
Yeah, absolutely. They just killed the third quarter. Killed them. They really needed to do better in the third quarter, and they came out and they needed a long drive and they didn't, and those things hurt them. So again, they got to get better. They play Niles next week, so just get better every week and do what you can do. And this is a good football team. South Range proves that year after year how good they are. So, and there's all seniors out there, so it remains to be seen.
Third down conversions for Poland. They were 8 of 14. South Range 7 of 10. And really no fourth down conversions to speak of for tonight. And as we try to get a little bit more of an update, get you some more inside numbers here. Unofficially here is Vito Camara going 6 for 15 for 109 yards. And Zipolidis 2 for 8 for 18 yards. But, of course, Ippolite is having the 71-yard touchdown run that gave them the 14-0 lead early. For receptions, it would be Angelilli with 1 reception for 35. Fonda, 2 for 31. McCulley, 3 for 27. Of course, 2 of those were 4 touchdowns. Yanni Mihalis, 1 reception for 21. And Kamara had 1 himself for 13 yards. For South Range, receptions there would be Slana, 2 receptions for 20 yards. Gavin Nagy, 2 receptions for 10 yards. Troy Combs, 1 for 8. And Aiden Dominguez, 1 for 5 yards. But Dominguez, 17 carries tonight for 93 yards. We expected him to be tough to stop. And then for Poland, David Zippolita, 7 carries for 117 yards. He would lead the team in rushing for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will go on next week to take on Niles. Right back at home there, Coach, at Pavlansky Field. A disappointing loss for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
But something to build on here. 4-2, certainly looking towards the playoffs here. And problem for them, though, some of these teams' computer points are going to be a little bit low here. Of course, Niles not getting a lot of wins there. So Poland can only do what they can do to control that. And, of course, look towards maybe week 11 there. We'll try to figure out which side they're going to be on, whether it's going to be a home or an away game.
Yeah, that's just how it goes. But if you want to help yourself out, you got to win as many, if not all of them, the rest of the year. I just realized we're halfway done with this regular season. This is crazy.
Just beginning the second half here. We talk about the fastest 10 weeks of the year, and certainly this is it. Got a correction note for Vito Camaro. He was 7 of 16 for 141 yards passing tonight. I want to thank John Alsop for all the statistics here as we wrap up week 6. We're going to step aside for one more timeout. We come back, we'll give you some scores from around the valley, and we'll wrap it up here from Raider Stadium. You are listening to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on Western Reserve Radio and WRQX AM 600 The Patriot. We're right back after this.
Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here one last time at Raider Stadium in Beaver Township, the South Range Raiders, they get the 38-30 win over the Poland Bulldogs. We take a look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard update from around the valley. More games going final here as Lions get the 20-16 win over Salem. Ursuline shuts out Fitch 35-0. Crestview 57, Brookfield 7. Last count, Dover had a 17-7 lead over Canfield. We're not sure if that's a final or not. LeBray, 36, champion 13. Columbiana, 49, Latonia, 6. East Liverpool, the Potters, they get the 41-7 win over Cambridge. Girard gets a 13-6 win over Lakeview. That is 2 future opponents for the Poland Bulldogs. Hickory shuts out Niles 49-0. Cathedral Latin 63, Howland 14. United Local shuts out Lisbon 42-0. Not sure about a final score here, but Mineral Ridge, they get the win over Lowville. They make the comeback. And Matthews shuts out Wyndham. Okay, I don't know if this is Coach. I don't know if this is an odd one because Wyndham was showing a 60-6 lead, and now it's a 76-60 win for Matthews over Wyndham. So
remember, that's the 6-man, 8-man football.
Okay, so that's more like arena ball scores there. All right. So West Branch, they shut out Minerva 64-0. Liberty shuts out Newton Falls 48-0. Southern 44, East Palestine 21. Struthers shuts out Hubbard 25-0. Springfield gets the win over Jackson Milton 39-3. Harding over Solon 24-0. Warren JFK 27, Mogador 8. McDonald, they shut out Waterloo 35-0. Western Reserve gets a 36-14 win over Camel. And Farrell gets the win over Wilmington 38-0. That, of course, over on Cityview Sportscast. Coming up tomorrow in high school, it'll be Boardman taking on Cardinal Mooney East at Dome Community. And Kennedy Catholic on the PA side, they will host Iroquois. And also Sharon will head to Meadville. Here on Western Reserve Radio, of course, at 6:15, we will have the pregame show as Grove City will host the Allegheny Alligators. One of the night games over at Grove City College. And if you haven't been to the game at night over Grove City, I highly recommend it. There's actually no charge to get into the game. Great atmosphere. And Grove City undefeated right now. Coach Andrew DiDonato and crew over there are putting together a fantastic program. And we had a privilege of seeing them play St. Vincent last week down there, other than a little bit of rain. Had a great time there with Mark Means, Dave Ferris, as we produced that one right for Western Reserve Radio. I want to thank Brian Briggs for that one as well. Had a great time, but of course, they will be back here tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff as Grove City ranked number 9 so far this year, Coach. And then, of course, next week, Niles Red Dragons will head to Pavlansky Field to take on these very same Poland Bulldogs. So plenty coming up here, and I'll remind you to go over to the youngstownphantoms.com. Check the schedule there as the Phantoms will be back here on Western Reserve Radio. So, Coach, for Poland, got to rebound this week, get back home, put some things together, and get through the latter half of this season as they prepare, hopefully, for a playoff appearance. 16 teams making it. We have to assume that unless something catastrophic happens, the Bulldogs will be in the mix as well.
Yeah, I don't expect them not to be with all the teams that they take, so they should be fine.
And certainly, we will be excited to be back at Pavlansky Field. Again, 6:35 airtime, 7 o'clock kickoff right here on Western Reserve Radio. So, for the coach, Bob Gessler, for Dave Ferris back in the Gessler Propane Studio, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us again here on Western Reserve Radio for the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week. And we look forward to having you all again as we do it again next Friday right here on the iMedia One Network. And we hope you have a fantastic weekend.
Good night, all.
Thank you for joining us for the special presentation of Western Reserve Radio. And we now return to our regularly scheduled programming. You're listening to